Hey guys, how's it going? Morning. Let me go ahead and set up this room real quick and then we can get started. All right, it's going to finish up loading this room up and then I'm going to send out the link, guys. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, we will move forward with this. So I'm currently in a scalp, or actually I got out. So I got out because US market's about to open for the New York Stock Exchange and I didn't want to get caught in any like crazy movement. So I got out in profit right there. Might be rinsing though. All right, let me fix this, guys. Thanks to Shawn for letting me know. I guess the chat's not working again. So let me try to fix this real quick, guys, and then we can get it started. Not sure what's going on with it. Here, let me just reset the settings. Oh, my YouTube's been doing this lately. All right, let me check this out. C6. All right, so it should be good, guys. Actually, let me see this. Let me refresh this real quick. I don't know what's up with this with the chat function on the live sessions. For some reason, it keeps not working. Let me see if it works now. So if you guys refresh your window, I think the chat window should work. Here, let me check here if it works for you guys. All right, so I messaged in the chat window. I'll see if you guys can. Oh man, look at that, dude. I should have just kept it. Look at that. I might rinse right now for like a nice little. Oh, there we go. Cut in real quick. There we go. Got a very nice little scalp right there, locked in about $100. Just did a manual buy. I'm gonna enter another one right now, actually. No, not yet. Yeah, the market's having like that crazy volatility when it first opens up at 6:30. So it shot up right here. It's about to hit full TP, looks like. I scalped in a couple for a couple $100. And then I was gonna reinsert for this one right here, but I'm probably gonna hold off on it slightly. I'm just gonna wait for this to actually play out. Oh, there we go. Full TP on that one. Hey, Dejan, thanks for letting me know, bro. Like, I don't know why it does it. Yeah, thanks, Cameron, for letting me know too. I just saw your text. I don't know what's up with YouTube, guys. For some reason, it keeps doing that. But yeah, it looks like it's good. So Spencer, good morning. Hey, Axerin. Morning, Cameron. Yeah, bro, I just took the scalp right now. Got that full TP. And then there's a second entry right here, actually. Fuck me, dude. Double full TP. I missed that on the other one. This one right here. I got this one right here. I got like temporary, like not temporary. I got partial TP. I got out because the market was going crazy on market open. But then I accidentally missed the other one. Hey, morning, Indra. Let me send out this link to the group real quick, and then we can get started. Let me just update right here, though. Send this in there real quick. All right, let me yeah, I was about to hit full TP on the other one too. Fuck me, dude. It's all good. I wish I took the other one too. It's okay. I'm gonna catch some more right now anyway, so it's not no biggie. Let me go ahead and send this out real quick. Yeah, I just sent that out to you guys in the group. There we go, full TP right there too. Damn it, dude, that's 1,000 pips right there I missed out on. This scalping strategy is crazy, guys. This is probably be my main thing now. Let me go ahead and send out this link real quick, and then we'll try to catch some more scalps, guys. So let me send this out real quick to the groups. Damn, look at that thing still pushing up. All right, let me get all these links posted. And let me get it on the Facebook. Wow, look at that thing, man. It's been an easy 1,000 pips right there. Hey, morning, Peter. Morning, Deswell. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Flangy. Morning, Karen. Morning, Jades. Let me see what else is going on right here. Let me post this on the other social media pages, and then we can get started. I'm just gonna wait for that next scalp move. I kind of sucks that I missed these two right here. I got a partial profit on the first one, but I didn't get a full profit on the. I didn't get a profit all on the second one. Very nice though. So you guys see how strong this this new scalping strategy I've been using. I've been using it like literally all day yesterday, even during Asia session. It's been working pretty good. Locked in profits all around. Like I mentioned, I'm getting my car wrapped right now, so I'm literally gonna be home a lot most of the time. So I'm probably going to be scalping all throughout the day. So let me just get my this link posted over here. A few other places. I think the last place is just the Instagram. So let me just get the Instagram real quick as well. Get this on here real quick. So I'm gonna go on the Instagram. All right, posting up this link real quick. Post the web link. Get that swipe up on there. All right, I think we're good. So it looks like everything is pretty much posted up. Should be good to go. All right, guys, so let's get started. Yeah, there's two scalp moves here that happened. There's a rejection off the pivot right here, and then a rejection off the zone. So that's why I caught this first one. And then there's a second entry right here where this candle right here rejected off the pivot and the zone as well. So, or not this one right here, but this one right here actually, down here. So I'm going to be looking for the next one here, guys. I already made profit on the first one. I'm waiting for this next entry right here. I have my zones drawn. So I'm just waiting for it to play out. So let me go ahead and check out the chat real quick and then we'll get started. Let's see. Hey, morning, everybody. Let me see who's here. Nice. Cameron said, I'm with it. Been back testing and it works phenomenally. Yeah, definitely, man. It's been crazy. Been using it all day yesterday, all day today, pretty much for a while now because the market's been, you know, these longer moves have been crazy. They've been consolidating. They've been reversing, going back and forth. Like, especially here for Euro odd. See, it shot up like crazy right here and it finally corrected back down to where it was supposed to go. So the market's just been pretty wishy-washy like all week. You know, same with our USD Cad. and our NZD USD over here as well. It finally hit full TP, but you can see it was going literally sideways for like a whole week until it finally decided to, you know, go in the direction that it was supposed to go. Same with AUD USD over here, some BS, because like we had our buy entry here and it just went straight down, and then now it's correcting back up. So we're going to be careful with a lot of the AUD pairs, USD pairs, and Canadian pairs. I remember someone in the group posted something about like something going on with China and the US that's like affecting the market super heavily. Let me see if it's in here. Oh yeah, okay. So Sanjeev is the one that mentioned it. So thanks for sharing this with us, Sanjeev. Sanjeev mentioned that China will conduct its military exercise in South China Sea this week. USD is up as strains with China and South Sea, you know, escalate. There's just a lot of stuff going on, and it's affecting like all the major pairs: Euro, AUD, NCD, GBP, CAD, and obviously the USD as well. So I mean, the market's still going to be moving crazy. So I think I'm going to focus more on scalping, especially during these morning sessions. So whenever I do catch a scalp, you guys can easily, you know, catch that trade with me. So it's currently pushing up right now. If this is to come back down and retest, you know, the zone plus test the pivot, if it moves on this way, then, you know, obviously we'll take another trade. So we'll keep watching it. I have my alert set up, so I'll just keep checking it every few minutes since I'm trading on the 10-minute. And if I see an entry, I'll call a scalp so you guys can hop in with me. So let me go and take a look at the chat real quick. Morning, Active. Morning, John. Morning, Kyle. Morning, Matt. Morning, Jake Hicks. Morning, David. Morning, Patricia. It's Longy said, holding and scalping since the London session works. Yeah, definitely. Glad to see that you've been profiting off that, Talanji. I know you just joined our group like recently too, so you've been killing it. Morning, Flynn. Hey, Super Sam, can you look at SPX real quick? So I'm gonna take a look at SPX 500 for Super Sam. So Super Sam wants SPX 500. Let's see if there's anything else here. Hey, Gage, welcome back, bro. Man, you've been killing it this week and last week. Morning, Arash. Ace, let's see. Spencer said, get more people to like the stream, guys. Yeah, guys. So if you guys haven't already, if you guys can like the stream, that'll definitely help. That'll allow me to keep coming on here and to give you guys free advice and free scalp trades pretty much, you know, throughout the week. Because obviously, you know, this takes a lot of time out of my day. I can easily just scalp on my own. I don't really need to share these with you guys, but obviously I want to help you guys out. So if you guys can, that'll definitely help if you guys can like the stream. And then I'll continue to help you guys out here. Syphilis, it's evening here in South Africa, so evening to you, fam. Yeah, definitely, bro. I saw you in the chat, and I know you mentioned that you're in a different time zone, so it's kind of hard for you to you know, join these sessions. But I'm glad you're here. Hopefully, you can make some profits with us today, because you know, I definitely want to help you guys profit with me, because I've been profiting like crazy just scalping these. Like I took this entry over here as well. So I took this one right here, or where was it? Yeah, this one over here. Made some really nice profit off this one for about 500 pips. Like I literally been scalping all morning, guys. Like I took this one right here. There was another one right here as well. Well, this is the one I just took actually. And then there was another one that was right next to it. So you guys can see how easy these scalp moves are, right? We just catch the rejection and we catch the momentum swing back upwards. Because obviously we have a bullish momentum right here, this bullish signal, right? So it's going to keep pushing, and it just keeps pushing, right? So basically that's pretty much how I'm applying it. And when I do have these entries, I call them out for you. Lisa is asking, what kind of alert did you set on TV? So for right here, Lisa, I just click on the pivots. I click add alert on the pivots, and then just one. So I have it where it crosses, you know, I have US 30 crossing pivot level 1, and it's just a one-time thing. So it's just like, you know, I'll put like US 30 touching pivot, so that if that does happen, it'll let me know like, hey, you know, price is touching the pivot. You should probably come and check it. So it's going to touch it, and then if it rejects off it with a wick, then there'd be an entry there for me. I mean, this technically could have been an entry right here because it rejected off here. Actually, no, it wouldn't. The wick would have to be within the zone. So for this right here, if this wicks down, it ends up as a strong bullish candle, then we'll probably have a long position right here for a little scalp. But, you know, obviously we're going to be waiting for that. So I have the alert set up. Let me see what else we got playing out over here. Angela said, good morning, Shawn. Is the new scalping strategy the same one on the video curriculum, just on the 10-minute time frame? No, it's not, Angela. This is a brand new strategy. I haven't made a video for it yet. If you watched the live session from yesterday, I took trades live with you guys and I explained how it works. So that's probably the best video for you to look at. Angela, if you go on the page, or just go to the YouTube channel and just watch the live session from yesterday. And I pretty much called like a couple live trades for you guys, and we all profited for like 3 back-to-back scalps, which you can see. I'll go over the strategy again later. It's a very simple strategy, but you just need the K2 indicators to identify these zones and to identify where the pivots are. So I'll go over that later, but I'm going to go over these questions first before we get started. It's similar to the pivot strategy, but it's a little more reactive. So for the pivot strategy, you have to wait for a signal, right? Like for example, like right here, you would wait for it to come up, come down, come back up, reject, sell signal, and then you'd make a short position right here. So this is the original strategy. It still works. It's completely fine. It's just you get into the trades kind of late, right? Like for example here, price comes up, price comes down. You take a short position right there. It's a full TP, straight win. The strategy works perfectly fine. It's just with this new scalping strategy, we're catching quicker rejections. So I'll explain to you how it works later. But I'm going to go ahead and answer the questions first before we continue on. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Right now, we only have one question from Super Sam, who wants me to take a look at SPX 500. Otherwise, I'll be looking at US 30 for the most part for the entire day, so I can call scalps, and so that we can cover the daily entry as well, because we're still taking that daily entry. We're not skipping it. Let me just set a vertical line over here so you guys can see when the day started. 6:30. It looks like we're looking for a sell. The most recent signal was a buy, but we're going to scalp along the way as well, so that we can minimize our risk, for the full position today. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at SPX real quick, and I'll see what's going on here. Hey, morning, Alan. Glad you could make it. Let me see if there's anything else. All right, so I'm done with the chat. Let me go over to SPX real quick. Take everything off the chart, and I'll analyze it. So let's start off on the 1 hour. I'm going to go ahead and draw my zones. All right. There we go with this. There. In this big zone down here. All right, cool. So we got these all drawn up, and turn off the indicator, turn on the 10-minute time frame. It looks like it's rejecting off this structure right here, Super Sam. So basically, we have a rejection off this point. It's off the 1 hour, so you can tell it's a strong rejection. So we have a nice rejection off this point. If this closes with a sell signal right here, then we can anticipate this to drop back down and test this structure right here. Once it tests this structure, it can either reject off it or it can continue down. So the main thing that you want to be looking for here, Super Sam, is for this signal to close with the sell signal and for it to close below the structure. If this happens right here, then you could possibly take a short position from this point and pretty much just write it down, maybe up to here, about 90 pips. And then from there, you can determine, whether it rejects off the structure or if it if it continues to shoot down. Because if it ends up continuing down further, then you can, obviously you can easily re-enter this again down here for another further move down. But this is pretty much what I see happening for S&P right now. Super Sam said, I enter the first rejection at the all-time high. Okay, got you. So I'm assuming this is the all-time high, right? Let me go on the hourly. Yeah. So that looks definitely like the all-time high right there. Let me see if it fits with the scalping strategy. Okay, nice. Yeah, so it looks like if you were to take this trade, well, no, it's coming back down. So I would wait for it to come back down. I'd wait for it to reject off the pivot on the structure. And if that happens, you can probably catch it down for a nice scalp as well. I mean, regardless, if you took the scalp right here, this would have been a full TP because it rejects off the pivot right here, it rejects off the structure. Full TP right there for 81 pips. Again, right here, reject off the structure, reject off the pivot, another full TP right there. So this scalping strategy that I was discussing, guys, it works on pretty much everything. Like here on S&P, you could have made a ton of profit just scalping off these right here. It's like, what's that, 80 times 3? It's about 24, yeah, 2,400 pips right there, or 240 pips. So there's some nice wins right there that could have been locked in for S&P using the same scalping strategy that I've been using. But yeah, I mean, if you're in a sell, I think you're fine. Super Sam, I think you just would have to wait for wait for that confirmation right here. So here's the problem. If this doesn't close below the structure, that's where you're gonna run into some problems, because if that happens, this is gonna establish as support, right? And you're going against the trend. You're going against the trend, and you're going against momentum. Momentum is very strong up right now. You know, as you can see right here, the momentum is super strong. It's still going up. So this is where it's going to become an issue for you. You have about a minute left on this candle. If this candle fails to close below the structure, it can reject off here and shoot all the way up. So I would move your stop loss and profit just in case, you know, slightly in profit. It doesn't have to be that much, but just enough to protect your position in case it rejects from this point. Because, I mean, this would have been the move. So the move would have been closure below here and then test the structure, where it can either reject off it and shoot back up, or it can continue down. So that's how you would stagger these positions, you know, whether you're going to exit here and catch it as it rises back further down here, or if you're going to catch the reversal right here as it establishes a support. Because, for example, here, it's establishing higher highs, right? It's clear. It's like high, low, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So at this point, you know, if it doesn't break below here, it's going to continue pushing up. So I'd be careful with it, Super Sam. I personally wouldn't go against momentum and the trend, especially for an indice during New York session, because it's going to have a lot of volatility here. But who knows? You know, I don't know how it's going to play out. We'll just wait and see how market reacts. The main key decider in this is whether it closes below the structure. It looks like it's going to fail to close below it. So we'll see what happens here. Rejection off that point. We'll see if this continues to push down, or if it rejects off and shoots back up. So I would definitely move your stop loss and profit just in case. But I mean, it still looks fine. So like right here, it's still attempting to break. If it breaks below and it continues down, you're completely fine. So here we go for another try. Just wait another 9 minutes. See if price closes below 3861. And if it does, then you're completely fine. So let me see what I just got an alert for US 30. Looks like US 30 is coming down as well. So it's coming down pretty heavy. If this comes down right here, I mean, we might have an entry right here for the full move. So we might have a full entry right here. And then on top of that, I'm probably going to scalp it. So if it does come down, I'll probably catch it as it comes down. And then if it comes back up, test this structure and comes back down, I will probably take that trade as it continues down further. So looks good so far. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. We have about 8 minutes left on this candle. So once this closes, we'll determine whether we're taking a sell or not. You know, otherwise we will keep watching for other entries. So that's about it for that right there. If you guys have any other questions, put them in the chat and I can take a look at anything you guys, you know, necessarily want. So let me see if there's anything else here as we continue. Roblox Vincer is asking, can you explain how to set the pivot alert on the pivot again? So Roblox, you have the K2 indicators, right? Because you need the K2 indicator to set this alert. So you have to turn on your K2 pivots indicator. Once you have it set up like that, you will, I mean, it's not going to work now because price is already touching the pivot. But if you were to set it, you know, when price was above or below, then you just right click on your pivot. You have this button right here that says add alert to K2 pivots. And then you just change this condition right here to US 30 and you put crossing K2 pivots. And I usually put level 1 because if price is above here, level 1 is going to be the green pivot. That's going to be the closest one. So if that's the case, I would set it to level 1. And then I'd set, you know, whatever description down here, like, you know, US 30 touching level 1 pivot, something like that, you know, and then it'll, when price touches it, like it did right here, it gave me the alert. So that's basically how I would use it. So let me continue on with this. Hey, what's up, David? David said hit that like button. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, if you guys can hit the like button, that'll definitely help us continue to grow this channel, and it'll definitely allow me to continue coming on here to give you guys free trade ideas every morning. So let me see if there's anything else right here before we continue on. Braden said, bro, I feel like we need to write all these strategies down so we can use them according to the market conditions. Yeah, exactly, Braden. I mean, you can write them down. I'll probably create a video on this a little later. You know, like I mentioned, this strategy is only going to be taught to the more the more advanced K2 members, because scalping is not something to mess around with, right? Like scalping could lead to a really good account or a really bad account, depending on how you approach it and how you you know, apply these positions. Because obviously right here, I showed you guys earlier that there was a bunch of entries that we could have taken. You know, there was like one right here, full TP. There was one right here, full TP. But knowing like people in the group, and you know, not to call anybody out, but like knowing people in the group that are like new, they're going to try to force positions, right? Like for me, I have a clear distinction as to what's an entry and what's not an entry. For a lot of other people who are not that experienced, they might want to force, you know, they might want to force an entry. Like they might want to see things that aren't even on the chart yet. Like for example, here, you know, this looks like a great entry upwards, and it rejects off the pivots. I mean, it rejects off the zone, but not the pivot. So this wouldn't have been an entry. But I know for some people, they're going to try to force some trades in. So yeah, Braden, I have all these strategies in my head because obviously I created all these strategies. I've created all the indicators, so I know how everything works. And I'll probably be creating a video, or I'll be creating, you know, a separate section just for advanced K2 members, where I'll actually sit down with you guys and teach you guys this, you know, one-on-one, so that you guys can actually understand how it works. So let me see what's going on over here real quick, and then I will continue on with this. All right, so Wavy Wade wants me to take a look at Euro NZD. So let me pull up Euro NZD for Wavy Wade. Euro NZD. See if there's anything else here. Flynn said, will S&P break the all-time high today? So we were looking at S&P. I don't know, honestly. It might not. If we get a sell signal, then probably not. It'll probably come down a bit before it shoots back up. So it's probably going to establish this as a high resistance. You know, the last time it reached the high right here, it did the same thing. So it rejected off the high. You know, nice wick off the high right there, nice wick right there as well. And then look what happened. After we had that nice wick, it was a sell signal, like what we're waiting for here. And then it dropped all the way down here before it recovered up and then tried to shoot up again before dropping. And then doing the same thing over and over again. So it might not, Flynn. I mean, we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. See if there's anything else here. Flynn said, I like the new strategy utilizes, I like that the new strategy utilizes pivots and ESR zones. Yeah, it gives that double confirmation, right? I'm still trying to figure out a name for the strategy. I mean, obviously it's going to have like something double in it, because we're waiting for that double confirmation, right? We're waiting for price to reject off the structure and reject off the pivot. You know, if we get those two, it's pretty much a home run hit from there. So let's see. Cal mentioned that US 30 sentiment is 65% short. You know, it's weird. They've been 65% short for a while now. So let me just pull up the IG sentiment for US 30 again. Let's see, I got it over here. Yeah, 66% of people are short. So it looks like a lot of people are starting to enter the short market for US 30. I mean, if this closes, I guess we'll take the entry. So I'm going to have this set up right there. We had about 3 minutes left on this. So before I analyze any pairs, I'm going to go ahead and wait for this entry. But I'm going to add you guys to the list. So we have Euro NZD for Wavy Wade, and then we have GJ for Cameron. If you guys have any other questions, put them in the chat, and then I'll take a look at any pairs that you guys want me to. You know, otherwise we'll probably be focusing on scalping this morning, because that's where I've been making most of my money. So I'll show you guys soon, you know, what I'm doing. You know, if we get an entry, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm looking for. It's better for me to show you live, you know, what I'm looking at, rather than showing you what happened in the past, because you guys obviously won't really understand what I'm talking about. unless you see it actually happening. So looks like we're having a nice rejection off that point. We have about 2 minutes left on this candle. It doesn't look like it's going to close. I mean, if that happens, it's going to keep pushing up. Let's see where the all-time high is. We still have a big gap from here until the all-time high. So if it does swing back up, we've got, yeah, no, we've got about 2,500 pips until it reaches the all-time high or whatnot. So it's coming down and test the structure. Actually, this might be a decent entry. If this swings up right here and the body swings above the pivot, then it would actually qualify as an entry for the scalp. So, I mean, we'll wait and see how this plays out. We got about 1:40 left on this candle. Once this closes, we'll determine whether we're taking a sell or not for the normal entry. Let me just get that prepped up right now. Sorry guys, I'm getting questions in the, here, I'm gonna have to. Check this over here real quick. All right, so let me just get this set up real quick. This is gonna be US 30 sell. Should have about 40 seconds left. I gotta be quick with this. All right, so I got this this signal set up over here. Let me get my MT4 ready as well. I'm going to take the sell right here. We have about 20 seconds left on the candle, guys. If you guys want to enter this with me, I'll count down about 20, 19. I'm going to enter market sell once it closes if the signal is in place. We got about 15 seconds. We got about 12 seconds. We got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm in the trade, guys. So if you guys want to enter this trade with me, I'm currently in the trade. I'm going to send this in the group real quick. This is the daily entry for us today. So let me just get this set up right here. All right. So I'm currently in the trade right now. Let me get my TP stop loss set up as well. Yeah, let me just get this for you guys. This is gonna be for the premium members. So if you guys are in the premium, you guys will get the trade here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send this out right here. All right, so it should be good. So there we go with the daily entry. Yeah, so I'm good at that. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the alerts real quick. So I'm currently in the trade. If you guys want to hop in, hop in. I'll probably be scalping within it as well. So it's not going to be the full move for me. TP1, 750. What else do we got here? TP2 is 1500. So there we go with our daily entry right there. If you guys aren't in the trade yet, you can either enter market or you can enter a sell stop. US 30. I mean, we'll see what happens because S&P is dropping. So if S&P is dropping, then I think this is going to drop as well. Yeah, we didn't get a sell signal yet for S&P, but I think it's coming. Obviously US 30 is going to be bouncing around for a bit, but I do have everything set up. So looks good for the most part. It's probably going to take some time. Once it does happen, then it'll drop. So I got everything set up there. Sent out the alert to the premium group. Send this over real quick. All right, so I think we're good right here. So I'm currently in the trade for this one. Let me just set my my TP stop loss for this as well. So it's going to be 31175, 30875. All right, it's gonna let that thing play out. Other than that, let me check the chat real quick. Flynn said, Shawn, did you make money from the GameStop bull run? And I wish, dude. I just had some of my associates from like the last law firm I was working at. They were they were talking about it, so I took a look at it, and I was like, dude, this is a crazy pump and dump right here, right? From the 25th or the 22nd up until like this thing shot up like crazy. It went from $63 up to 160. Like, how does that even happen? Went up about $96. And then it dumped. It's basically, you know, classic pump and dump. Unfortunately, I didn't. I mean, I wish I did, because it would have been a nice profit right there. But I was just analyzing it for like some other associates from my my last law firm. Let's see. Citi said today was a risky US 30 trade. Look at US 30 on the H4 zones with zones marked up. Seems like it wants to finish that range and push to the all-time high. It also has a pending buy on the H4. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But, you know, I took it just to take it because it just looked like it was coming down on this and the S&P as well. But I do see what you mean by that, Citi. So looking at US 30 right here, he was mentioning the H4, which was right here. Yeah, it's definitely in a range, right? It's currently in a range. Let me just pull up the zones real quick. So yeah, Citi was right about this, and we'll see how it plays out from this point. So it's definitely currently in a range right now. Let me see if I could just draw this there. So just looking at this from this perspective, I'm gonna hide this. You can see that, you know, US 30 is obviously in a range. I was hoping it would come back down. So I'm hoping it might come down like this, where it came down, tested, then came back down right here. So right here, you know, same situation, comes up, tests, and then comes back down, but not actually test any structure over here. I'll see if there's any structure on the 1 hour that's above it that could possibly, you know, help out our position. So there's a lot of structure right here. It's actually in a resistance at this point right here. And there's another resistance coming up right here as well. So looking at this right here, this actually looks better, Citi. I don't know if you saw this on the 1 hour, but it's currently in a resistance on the 1 hour time frame. So if it rejects off this point and then shoots back down, that could be pretty nice right there. Let me see where the momentum's going. Yeah, and it looks like it's currently, you know, it's trying to develop a sell signal. So I think if it swings back down below this price point right here, where we made our entry, then I think it's going to drop. Because I think if it closes below here, we're going to get a momentum swing downwards like we did right here. And then it's going to have a strong push in the opposite direction, kind of like what happened right here. Because you can see that these are pretty strong resistances on the 1 hour, right? You can see that the last time price tested this structure up here, it came up, it tested it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then it dumped. Again, right here, it swung back up. So it broke and then it retested and then it came back down. So that's kind of what I see happening right now, hopefully. But, you know, we don't really know, because this like technical analysis on US 30 can easily be destroyed by anything that could happen in the world. Like if some agreement happens, or if COVID businesses reopen or something like that, obviously that'll affect the market. And that's why we'll try to keep aware of, you know, all of this news that's going on right here. Because Biden is still implementing like a ton of new policies. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see how everything plays out. I don't really see any news here that's necessarily affecting anything specifically. But I know we'll keep following the news and see if there's anything going on. Let me check the calendar real quick. Looks like we just have Aussie news tonight. Nothing else. So, well, actually, we had the USD consumer confidence. It looks like the previous number was 87. It was forecasted to be higher, and it was actually a lot higher than people thought. So that might, you know, affect the market slightly, but I don't know how it'll affect it long term. So we'll see how it plays out. I mean, it is pushing up right here, but we'll hang on to it. And if it ends up providing some scalp entries from this point, then, you know, we'll take some scalps. If not, then we'll see as well, because it's rejecting off this point off the 1 hour, and it's rejecting off this point on the 10-minute as well. So We'll see how this plays out. Let's see if there's anything else here before we continue on. Yeah, definitely, City, no problem. Yeah, so City said, yeah, I do have that hour marked up. I would have to hold there. Got it. Thanks for walking through that. Yeah, that's kind of what I see happening. You see this nice wick right there? This is perfect. If we have a nice wick right there, I might add on a sell position, honestly. If we have a nice wick right there and it wicks down here, look at this nice wick, it's coming down. Because if this happens right here where it wicks down and it possibly closes with, you know, a red bearish candle, it's probably going to have that nice rejection. See, it's rejecting off the pivot and the zone where it can easily shoot down from here. So if this happens, I might take another scalp. Wow, look at that. We have about a minute left. So I got I might be entering another scalp right here. Scalp my way down another 500 pips. Well, we'll see how this closes. So I have my my position open right here. I have another sell that's that I'm gonna have pending. I'm just gonna see how this ends up playing out right here. Because if this does play out, I'm gonna take a scalp off this. So let's see. All right, we got about 50 seconds left on this. I'm gonna wait for this. Possibly take another scalp down here. Got about 40 seconds left. So some people are asking me, do I give FTMO prices? The prices are the same now after they change the symbols, guys. So you don't really need to change it much. The price for FTMO and price for here is only off by like maybe 1 or 2 pips. It's not a big difference. All right, here we go. It's coming back down. Yeah, I'm gonna take the scalp, guys. You got about 25 seconds left on this candle right now. If it closes below these pivots right here, because we have a rejection off the zone right here as well, I'm gonna take this for a scalp downwards. So it's about 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Nice. Our Euro odd also hit TP1 right here for 25 pips. So congrats to you guys who held on to that. Some money right there. All right, I'm in the scalp. So I enter another scalp right here. Let's see, the price for that was, let me see, 31040. So I enter right here. All right, so yeah, there we go. Nice. So check that out. Profit. Let's get it. So I got 2 positions running right now. I got the full position, and I got a scalp right here. Stop loss is going to be at 31090. TP's at 30990. I'm in profit right now. Pretty nice. Ooh, look at that, 300 bucks for both positions. All right, perfect. So I got that scalp right there. I'm gonna hit this, set another alert. US 30 scalp number 1, full TP. 100. There we go. There we go, guys. Deep in profit. I'm in profit 500 bucks now. Both positions combined. Scalp number 1. I'm setting alerts so I know what's going on. We just hit TP for Euro odd, so we're doing good today, guys. Let's go. Euro odd right there. Go back on the 4-hour. Nice, nice. Hit TP for about 25 pips. So I'm gonna send you guys an update in the chat for this. I'm in profit. So I'm gonna show you guys my profit right now for check it out. What's up? Full TP. I'm in profit 731. Let's go. Let me get that. I'm just gonna close this. I'm in profit 1,000, guys. Look at that. Ooh, full TP. Let's go full TP on that scalp move right now. It's made about 560 off that. I'm deep in profit on that full position right there. I'm in profit another 500. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. All right, let's keep going. All right, man, we're hitting TPs, guys. TPs on TPs. There's scalp number 1, full TP right there. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. We're in profit on our full position right there as well. And if you guys aren't taking these trades, you guys are missing out. I'm in profit. All right, so we're good with that. I'm gonna try to hop in another scalp as well. I'm gonna give the update for this. So we got 25 pips on that one. All right, let's go. 25. You're odd. There you go, guys. Let me post this over here as well. Hopefully you guys are making this profit. There you go. The Shawn right there locked in about $100 nearly. Congrats, congrats. Everyone locking in profits this morning. All right, so let me just screenshot this real quick. Send you guys my profits. Let's go. Just when you guys thought it was going to be a buy. Nope, not today. Not today. All right. See US 30 full TP. Let's see. The K² US 30 scalp entry called on live. Hit full TP for a gain of 500 pips, which would be, how much is that? Standard lot's about 500. 50. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a standard lot. Guys, I'm sorry, I gotta change this up because the numbers are kind of different now. So let me take this off, put this over there. Yeah, guys, so I hit full TP right there. That scalp entry I just called, a few seconds ago. Nice straight to TP. Let's forward this over here real quick. So yeah, hopefully you guys locked in some profits off that. Let's see. Wow, look at Cheryl right here. $1,000 up this morning. $1,000 on the other account as well. Congrats, congrats. Whole K² fam is killing it, guys. All right, so I'm in profit on this account still too. I'm in profit another 600. So I'm in profit about 1,000 right now for the day. We've only been trading for a few minutes. I'm waiting for that next entry. So I already hit full TP on that. I'm turning off this alert because there's no stop loss. We already hit full TP. Brad TP1 on the other account as well. All right, so I'm watching this. See what's going on. Let me check out the chat, see what's going on. Dejan said, I'll enter the scalp too if it happens. Talanji's asking, bro, where you been all my life? LOL. So simple, but so effective. Exactly right. That's what you got to do with trading, guys. A lot of people want to overcomplicate this. It's not that it's complicated, but it's not if you know what you're doing. Obviously I know what I'm doing here. So the profits are flowing, guys, for everyone here. Cameron said, let's go. Definitely. Gage said, free 1K from the K² Go. Definitely, bro. More and more profits to come, guys. So I'm just waiting for this to continue down further. We got about 3 minutes left on this candle. If this ends up closing below, and then it comes, for a retest here, that's fine. Come for a retest, rejection back down, enter another short, another 500 pips there. So I've locked in pretty decent profit so far. Let me see if I can pull it up here. All right. Yeah, so let me see if I can show you guys right here. So, these are my profits from this morning. I've been scalping all morning. So, I took one position here. I moved my stop loss in profit before market open. It hit me out in profit, $40. I took another scalp after that, $100. And then this trade that I just hit full TP right here, you see it's green, it hit full TP. I locked in about 509. So I'm in profit about $700 right now. And then I have this, I have the pending position as well right now running for the full move where I'm in profit about another 300 to $400. So I'm in profit well over 1,000 right now. And I'm trading this on 200K FTMO. So I'm in profit technically like 4,000 right now. Because I was in profit. I'm in profit about 1,000, 2,000 on my one account. And then I have the other one as well. So I'll send my profits as well. Yaktara here. Wow, look at that. Nice work, team. Everyone here locking in profits. Tara over here locked in 545. Tam over here as usual, just killing it. Locked in about 400, 500, 600. Congrats, guys. So looks great. Looks great so far. I'll send you my profits too. Why not? So we got that right there. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing over here. Saw a meme right now, it's funny. Yeah, let me go ahead and screenshot my profits real quick, show you guys what's good this morning. Wait, what the heck? Oh, okay. Well, for whatever reason, my FTMO like didn't, or my MT4 didn't show profits properly. So these are my profits for this morning. Let me save that. I'm go on my other account too. All right, let me go and just move this over to. Just adjust this. Man, I don't like how the MT4 dates work. It's all like, it's like kind of all over the place. The fuck? Did I set the dates for MT4 to a certain date and then it ends up giving me completely wrong dates? I'm just trying to get this week's results, but for whatever reason, it just changes. Let's see. Yeah, so for the week so far, it's looking good over here. So I'll just show you the results from this morning. All right, so let me just send this to the group real quick. You know, if I should be looking at the charts. All right, so no entry right now. Nice, still to continue to drop. So our other position is running really nice right now as well. I'm just sending these profits in the group real quick, so I can show you guys what's going on. All right, so I just posted. Wow, let's go, Gage. Check this out, Gage, right there, up 1,000 this morning. Let's do it. So it's good right there. I'm saving everyone's profit. So if you guys want me to post your profits in the group, guys, you know, just put them in the send them to me or put them in any of the chats, because I'm saving them right here. So these are all the profits from this morning. These aren't even my profits. These are everyone else's. Everyone's killing it, guys. Yeah, it's not just me and K2 killing it. Literally everybody here is killing it. I also posted my profits as well. So morning scalps, K2 morning US 30 scalps looking nice. So we got that set up right there. I'm gonna send this to you guys as well. So on my one account, I made, you know, about 540. That's one I just showed you on my MT4. And then right here is my other account, FTMO. I have two accounts. So I'm up like about, this one is only 700 because it missed one trade, but this one's up like about 1,000 something. So I'm about like up 2,000, 3,000 for the day on both my FTMO 100Ks. So I'm gonna go ahead and send this out to you guys in the chats as well. Yeah, if you guys want me to share your profits, just, you know, send them to me or put them in the chat, or I mean, whatever. And then I'll add them to the list. Because at the end of the day, I share everyone's profits. Like here, Gage locked in about 1,000, Tam locked in about, you know, a couple hundred, 600 right there. Tara locked in 600 nearly. Tam some more profits right there. Wow, Tam locked in more profits because she took US 30. So this is just US 30, and she locked in UK 100. So Tam's up like 1,000 today too. Man, you're killing it. Mark over here locked in about 500 this morning, 5 a.m. Jazz locked in 1,500. Mark locked in some more. Spencer locked in profits. Everyone's locking in profits, guys. So if you guys aren't profiting with K2, send me a message, because you're doing something wrong. You should be definitely in profit overall. But yeah, it looks good. Pretty much. Let me see if there's anything else here. Okay, so let me go look at the chat real quick. See if anything else is going on over here. Jeremy said, hey, Shawn, what's the lot size? What do you use on US 30 for 100K FTMO account? Hey, morning, Jeremy. So it depends on what you're normally trading. You know, if you're just trading US 30, then a standard lot's fine. If you're scalping, that's my normal lot size. I use between a standard lot and a 1.5, depending on how late. Like if I enter a trade late and I'm like in profit already, I'll do 1.5 because then I'm gonna have to make up for that missed profit. But if you're doing a full move, I'll just do a standard lot. And it also depends on your risk. So if you're doing a 500 pip risk, you're only risking about $500. So you're not doing that bad on there. And a standard lot's fine. But if you're doing like a 1500 or a bigger move, then obviously you should lower your lot size. But a lot size, one standard lot 1.00 is fine for the most part. Flynn said, Shawn, I'm on Jur 30 for 6:30 a.m. I still Gucci. So let me check real quick. I mean, yeah, the DAX moves similar to US 30. Here's our Euro odd too. It's still moving back into profit right here. To TP2, all our positions are hitting this morning. So for the DAX right here, you said you're in a sell, right? So let me go ahead and just draw my zones over here real quick. Let me check out US 30. I just want to make sure we're not missing out on any trades. So, all right, we got 5 minutes left. So I'll analyze this for you really quick before I continue. So, or actually, sorry, let me see if there's anything else on the list. Yeah, so sorry, let me get back to this in a second, Flynn. But looking at it right here, let me just turn on the momentum indicator. I mean, we have a buy signal. It's rejecting off this structure, so it might continue pushing up. I mean, it doesn't necessarily move the same direction as US 30 all the time, but right now it looks like it might be pushing up. Unless it swings below and we have a sell signal, then it might come down. But it's at a strong resistance right now. Obviously, you can tell right here. I'll go into an in-depth analysis shortly. I just have a couple of other questions, Flynn, so I don't want to skip over people and go straight to yours, So right here, it's at a really nice support. So generally, if we have a buy signal here, it comes up, breaks support, break and retest, and it shoots up. We have a buy signal right here, break and retest. Odds are it's probably going to shoot up because every time it breaks and retest right here, it shoots up slightly before it ends up dropping. So we'll have to catch that in a little bit. But let me go ahead and check the other ones over here before we continue on. So I'm gonna add you to the list, Flynn. Flynn for DAX 30. We still have Euro NZD for Wavy Wade. We have GJ for Cameron. And then I added DAX 30 for Flynn. So let me go ahead and take a look if there's anything else here as well. Tam said, yeah, I'm sleepy as fuck, but we winning today, making up for that GU loss. Exactly. Austin is asking 5 days a week. LOL. What do you mean by that, Austin? I'm trying to figure out what your question means. I mean, if you're talking about profits, we have profits every single day. So here's for today. We got profits for Gage, Tam, Ictera. This is just from today, right? Look at the dates here. I'm gonna change the date. Boom, 25, yesterday, right? January 25, who's profiting? Us, everybody. Profit, 25. This isn't even me. Look at their names here. CeeLo, Varun, Karen, Sisuk. Dijon right here yesterday. Tam again. Tam's always profiting. Lisa, Cheryl, Mark. And then you want to see another date, 24th, another profit right there, Tam. So Tam's like killing it. She's always in profit. This was the weekend, went to the 22nd on Friday. Michael over here locked in about 6,000. What a nice Friday. Have a great weekend. Kurt over here, profit the day before the 21st. I mean, we profit every day, bro. I don't know what the question is. So, oh yeah, no, we're on every day. We're on every day. I'm not profiting. Well, I mean, technically I am for the most part, but yeah, Austin, we're on every day, and I document everyone's profits here. So if you're in K2 and you want me to post your profits, just send them to me or send them in any of the chats, and I post these every day. So every time someone wins, we share our profits because we always celebrate. It's not just me winning; it's literally everybody else. So whenever someone wins, just send your profit in the group. I save them. And then at the end of the day and the end of the week, we share our profits. Like yesterday, I think like every day I sent about a video. I think this was yesterday's. So this was like everybody's profit yesterday. I feel like a lot of people here made more profit than me yesterday. which is always it's always a good thing. I prefer everyone to profit more than, like, as long as we're all profiting, guys, it doesn't matter whether you're K2 or not. It don't really matter to me, you know, as long as we're all profiting, it's all that really matters to me. And I guess the group in general. So it's retracing right here right now for US 30, guys. And it's currently coming around from this point. Let me check mine. I'm still in profit about 2 something right now. So I'm not really too worried about it. I'm in profit about 205. But I'm going to keep scalping within. So, you know, if anything happens, I'm still going to make profit. I'm probably going to be able to minimize my risk, and we'll be able to continue on with these trades. So that's it for this right here. I'm looking for the next scalp entry. Obviously we have the full entry going on right here. I have the scalps going on this screen. And then if it ends up coming down further, then we'll be able to continue on with the next trade. But yeah, Austin, I'm on. So I do my weekly chart analysis on Sunday. That's like at Sunday night. And then Monday through Thursday, I'm on every day at 6:30 a.m. And then I'm on again on Friday sometimes if I feel like trading. Usually I don't like to trade like that. But, you know, if the market looks really good, then I'll definitely, you know, hop on a Friday. Let's see what else is here. All right, cool. So I think this is about it. We're going to be waiting for this right here. I'm going to go ahead and analyze the next pair. We have Euro NZD for Wavy Wade. So I don't think this is going to close with any, you know, with any good entry necessarily. So I'm going to wait off that. Actually, just wait. I got 50 seconds left anyways, because what might happen here is if this wicks up, rejects off the pivots and rejects off the structure, then I'm going to hop in for another scalp right over here. But we'll have to wait for that to confirm first before we actually take it. Let's see. Oh man, so Deswell said he took an L on US 30 yesterday. No sweat on my FTMO challenge. Yeah, Deswell, I think you, yeah, I saw when you mentioned it yesterday. I guess you didn't move your stop loss in profit, right? Market was moving crazy yesterday. So luckily, like majority of us moved our stop loss to TP1. So we locked in about like 750 bucks, which not too bad, you know, it's fine. But yeah, no, definitely. I mean, you know, I would definitely move your stop loss in profit if you can, like around, especially on this time, because the market's just moving a little crazy. Okay, so looks like, yeah, we didn't get that rejection right there, but check this out. This is gonna be perfect. So we have the rejection right here on this candle off the pivot and off the structure. So if we do get this as a bearish candle, or it doesn't matter if it's bearish or not, but if we get a rejection off it, I'm definitely going to be taking the scalp. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the first question for Wavy Wade. He wants Euro NZD. So we got Euro NZD right here. I actually was going to call this trade. I don't know. Wait, did I call this trade? Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Oh, did we hit TP already? What the hell? Okay, guys, let me check this out real quick. How did I miss that? Oh, yeah, no, crap. Okay, we hit TP on that. So I called Euro NZD about an hour ago. Sneeze real quick. Sorry, guys, had to sneeze. So I did call it Euro NZD right here. We actually hit TP already. So let me just give an update real quick. So our Euro NZD right here hit TP for 13 pips. It's swung back up, but hit TP. So I'm gonna give the update real quick. I can't remember if I called this trade in the. All right. So we're hitting TPs all day today, guys. I think we hit 2 TPs already today, or 4 actually, because we had 2 Forex and then the US 30. So Euro NZD TP1, gain of 13 pips. Send that in over here. Let me select that. I'm gonna share it with you guys in the public. So if you guys are in the public group, you guys still get the signals. It's just that they come late, obviously, right? Because the premium members get it first. So I'm just gonna share with you guys there as well. I'm gonna delete this. All right, so we're good on that. Let me go ahead and engage. God bless you, brother. Sneeze. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Let me just set the alerts for Euro NZD because I didn't get a chance to set them up earlier. I was too busy with our trades. I think this is. TP2, 27. TP3 is a full TP, I mean, it's going to be 55. So I'm not going to analyze this from scratch, guys, because I already, I don't want to touch it because we already have it all set up, but I'll still analyze it for you. Wavy Wade. So basically right here, what I identified was a rejection off this point because I've drawn these structures already. So we have a rejection up here. It was followed by a sell confirmation signal right here, indicating that momentum is swinging down. And then we had a confirmation of a break in structure right here. It broke and closed below structure. So what I anticipate happening is price is going to come down and test this structure. On its way down, it's going to come and hit our TPs. So that's basically what I see happening right here for Euro NZD. It might have a break and retest pattern, it might come up, test structure, and then come back down. But eventually, I think it's going to come down overall. A reason for that as well is I looked at the other Euro pairs. They're all pretty bearish for the most part. Euro odds bearish. Our EJ is, I don't know what the hell happened with EJ. It was bearish, super bearish last night. So if I replay this to here, it was super bearish right here, obviously, right? It looked like it was going to come down. So I called that sell right there. Same pattern, rejection, break in structure, sell signal. And that's why I call this for a sell. But looking like overall at the other Euro pairs, they're pretty bearish for the most part. So I think this is going to be bearish. And on top of that, all the NZD pairs are strong. So looking at NZD Cad, bullish. It's about to hit our full TP right here for 55 pips. NZD CHF, bullish. NZD JPY, bullish. Thankfully, I didn't call this trade. It would have been fucked. Euro NZD USD full TP right here for 35 pips. That hit as well. So that's why I think this is going to continue dropping down because the NZD is so strong and the Euro is fairly weak. So if it's weak on this side and it's strong on the right side, then it's going to keep pushing down eventually, with time. So this is basically what I see happening over here as it continues. Here, let me see. Syphilisy. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Syphilisy. Syphilisy said, Mr. Shawn, help me out. I need those profits really bad. Peter said, are you also trying to learn how to trade on your own so you don't have to depend on someone else to give you signals? Because if one day Shawn decides to quit, what will you do? Yeah, that's why. So I'm here to teach you guys, right? I'd rather teach you guys and give you guys signals because you guys obviously know that I know how to trade, right? Everybody here knows that I know how to trade. I trade live every day. You guys see me apply the same strategies every day and it works. So I'm trying to teach you guys my strategy so you guys can trade exactly like how I do without having to rely on my signals. So if you guys want to learn, just go on the website, k2trades.com, and then sign up for the K2 strategies course where I give out all my strategies and you guys have access to all of my indicators that I've created. But, like back to what Peter mentioned, like I'm here to teach you guys. I'm not here to give you, well, obviously I'm giving you guys my trades, but I'd rather just teach you guys. So like right here, we have a rejection off the pivots and a rejection off the structure. So that's why I'm looking at US 30 right now, because if this closes, I'm going to take another scalp move right here and I'm going to catch this as it rides down and hit that full TP. So this is what I'm waiting for right now. We got about 4 minutes left on here. Yeah, Syphilisy said, I'm trying to learn to trade on my own. It's just that I need more of these sessions. Yeah, definitely. So I'm on this every single day. So if you guys can sit in on these sessions every day, I'm going to be on here teaching you guys what I'm doing. Obviously, if you want access to my, my whole library of strategies, then just sign up for the course. You pay for the course within like one trade. Looking at everyone's trades here, Gage already paid off his subscription for like the year, basically being in here for like a couple of days. Tam pays off her subscription daily, making these profits. Yaktara, everyone here literally with like one trade, you can cover the subscription. I try to make the subscription as cheap as possible, but not too cheap so that, everyone obviously can afford it and can still profit with me, Jazz, please, bro, don't start. Jazz said, did you enter that US 30 scalp? Would have been in profit. Yeah. Delraj said, did you check the daily US 30 entry? Yeah, Delraj, we hit full TP on our scalp earlier and we're in this position right here as well. So we're in our second position hit full TP. We're looking for another entry right here, but we're still in the daily entry as well. So we currently have one running right now. I'm in profit about 135 right now, about 145 going to 200 on that daily position right there. And we're trying to catch this other scalp right here as well. So I'm just waiting for this to close in about 2 minutes, and then we will continue on with that. Roland said your NZD hit TP1. I'm still in, although I got TP1 at based on the call in the group. So let me check that real quick. So let me check the number that you mentioned. So Roland mentioned, Roland, the problem with it might be your broker, because your broker spread might be too wide. See, my broker spread's like 9 pips. So depending on where your spread's at, let me just put the numbers here. So you said that your TP1 is at 168,711, right? Wait, what the heck? Euro NZD 168,711. I think your numbers are off, Roland, because if I put that there, it goes like way up to the top. Like 168 is way up here. I don't think that's where the TP is. Let me check real quick. Oh, you misspelled it. Okay, so TP1 is actually at 167,811. You said 68711. So you might have gotten in at, see, our TP was right there, and that's where it triggered. You can see where it hit the line. So it hit TP. You'd have to factor in your spread to have, like, you know, the exact parameters for that. But it did hit it right here, Roland. I'm not sure. Your number was like way off. I'm not sure if you misspelled it. Okay, yeah, 67811. So this is 67811 right here. Price actually came down and touched it, but depending on where your spread is, I mean, this isn't my real spread. I got to go to my real account. I'm not going to log in on here. This is just my, because this is the widespread. If you go on my account spread, the spread's only like a few pips. It's nothing too crazy. All right, guys, I might enter the scalp right here if you guys want to enter with me. Let's see, right there. So I got another scalp right here for about 19 seconds, about 15 seconds. Enter in the scalp right about 10 seconds. 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm in the trade, guys. So I'm in the trade for another scalp right here. Let me see where my price is on here. Actually, let me just move this up. All right, I'm currently in the scalp right here again. You guys can see my TP stop loss right there. So I'm going to modify this. All right, so stop loss is at 31060. TP is at 30960. All right, I'm in profit. Let me set up my stop loss right here. Stop number 1. So I'm setting up my alerts, guys, so I know what's going on. All right, currently that scalp is looking good so far. Scalp number 1. E plus 500. Got my alert set up and profit looking good. Here's my account right now, guys. I'm in profit about 200. About 220, 233, 253. It's going to bounce around, obviously. I'm in profit. It's going down to 300. It's looking good. Already locking about 1,000 something for the day. So it's looking pretty good for the most part. In profit 300, 400. Nice, nice. Okay. There we go. We got that in profit. We got our full position profit as well. The 2 positions I just showed you guys. Let's close that one. All right. So I think that's it for this right here. Let me go back to the chat, see what's going on. Yeah, Roland. So yeah, just going back to, what we were discussing. Sorry, I went off track. So Euro NZD right here, it went down and triggered TP1 and then it swung back up. But I think you're fine. If you're still in the trade, I think it's going to come back down. Don't worry about it. But your spread is going to, affect it. So if this is like where your spread's at, you have to calculate your spread into your position. Here, let me see if I can log into my account here. Let me see if I could just pull this over, just so I can show you guys how much, because my spread's a lot tighter. That's not the real spread down there. All right, let me log into my account. All right, so logged into my account here. You can see that the spread earlier was like 9 pips. It's only like 7 on mine. It goes down from like 5, between 5 and 7. So that's why the spread's a little tighter. I'm in my actual forex.com account right here. So that's why the spread kind of changed a bit. But you should be fine rolling. Just hang on to it. I think it's going to reject off this point. It's basically, you know, conducting a break and retest. So it broke structure, it's retesting, and then I think it's going to come back down. So no biggie right there. But if you guys are still in this trade, I think you guys are fine. I'm still in the trade as well on my own personal account, but I don't really see much going on at this point. So let me see this real quick. US 30 still bouncing around right here. We still have that position running. And then we'll, I'll go through the questions right now. So we're done with that scalp look right now. We will continue on with this as we move forward. So let me see if there's anything else over here before I continue. Jess, I just remember you reading what you said, Jess. Did you hear that US 30 scalp? It would have been good profit. Cameron said, good thing he goes live every morning. Definitely, so I can help you guys out. Angela said, Shawn, for this scalp, just enter. Are you expecting the momentum to push down to the structure right below entry? Yeah, I do. So I don't necessarily look at this from a perspective where I see structure as an issue. I focus on the rejection. So you can see this rejection off here, and it's rejecting off the pivot. So it kind of has like a double confirmation there where I'm expecting this to drop from this point. The structures in the other direction don't really matter to me because for US 30, it's such a directional pair and it has such strong momentum and volatility that it doesn't really respect these structures. Like obviously you can see right here, price never respected the structure. It broke right past it and went straight up, right? It's the same situation here. I expect this to break through it and continue down further. I only look at structure as rejection points. So I look at it like as a bumper. So if I see price come up, and like right here, price come up, you see this nice wick above, right? It rejects off it like a bumper. It rejects off the structure and the pivot for a double confirmation that it's going to come down. Our third confirmation is that we have a sell signal right here indicating that momentum is swinging down. So by looking at this here, the rejection actually started from way up here. So after this rejection, it's just been establishing lower highs and lower lows, right? Because right here, obviously, this is where the high started. We have the high. We have the, I guess you can consider this a low. Lower highs, it tests this again. Lower low. And then it tests this again for a lower high. And it just keeps establishing like a staircase, you know, coming down. So that's kind of what I see happening right there. But I'm not too worried about these lower structures right here. You know, once price breaks through this, it's going to break through it. Like once it crosses through here, which is eventually going to, it'll just keep pushing and pushing down. Because obviously US 30 moves a lot different compared to Forex pairs where they generally range while US 30 moves directional. So that's pretty much what I see happening here. Let me see what else we got over here going. Black to Jerry is asking, is there something wrong with US 30 and FTMO? No, nothing wrong with me, Black to Jerry. Make sure you're using the right symbol though, because they changed the symbol. They sent a couple of emails a few weeks back indicating that they're changing the symbol to US 30 cash. So if you're using WS30, that doesn't work anymore. It's going to be US30.cash. All right, let's see. Mark's asking what size you're using for scalp. So Mark, I'm using standard lot. It's a 1.0. If I enter the trade late though, I'll enter with a 1.5, you know, to cover the missed profits. But generally I'm using a 1.0 for pretty much every other trade. Yeah, no problem, Black Jerry. They sent an email out like last week where or like for the past 2 or 3 weeks, they were saying that they're changing the model for US 30. And it actually works better because the spread's tighter. You pay a little more in commission, but you get in and out of trades pretty nicely. And it's perfect for scalping. All right, let me see what else we got over here. Okay, Benjamin said, hey, Shawn, what's the scalp strategy? Rejection off resistance and the pivots? Take the next candle for 500 pips. Exactly, Ben. So that's exactly what I was looking for. You know, rejection off this point. That's where we took this entry over here as well. We had a rejection off the pivot, rejection off the structure, and then we take a scalp down for about a 500 pip scalp, like a quick little move because we're trying to catch that little spike downwards to catch the you know, the profit off that move. And then we're also taking a daily entry as well right here. So we have the daily entry plus we have this one. Man, look at this wick, guys. It's crazy. This wick for US 30 is pretty insane. This right here. But obviously that was like the opening candle, so it's fine. I mean, it happens. That's just how the market moves. Yeah, no problem, Black Jerry. Glad to see you back here, bro. I haven't seen you here in a while, Black Jerry. You must have been busy. Let's see if there's anything else going on over here before we continue on. But yeah, Ben, just confirmation of that strategy. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a rejection off the K2SR level, like right here, and then a rejection off the pivot. But on top of that, you don't want your bot, like the body of the candle can't be within the pivot. It just has to be a straight wick. So straight wick for pivot, straight wick for structure. And that's pretty much it. You can take a scalp down for a nice little move for 500 pips. Let's see if there's anything else here before we continue. Hey, Mercibah, morning. House leader said, love you all, definitely. Mercibah said, can you analyze NASDAQ 100? So I'm going to add you to the list, Mercibah. I actually have a lot of pairs to look at today. So Mercibah, NASDAQ 100. Yeah, no problem, Angela. Glad I could help with that. Oh, nice. Okay, so like Black Jerry mentioned that he works in IT security, so projects. Yeah, the scalp's still valid. If you want to enter it, Black Jerry, you can get in right now. Actually, I mean, it looks risky right now, but it can easily reject off this point and come back down. We just took a win on the last scalp, so we're in profit right now. I'm in profit overall today, pretty heavy. Let me see what it's looking like on mine. So these are my profits for this morning. Let me see. Yeah, so I took a bunch of scalps this morning. So we have that full scalp where I already made 500 this morning, and then a couple small scalps before market open. And then, I mean, we also have all these wins right here as well, because I have two FTMO accounts. So if you want to enter it now, I mean, you can. It's just a little, it's a little risky, but I see it coming back down. Let's see if there's anything else here. All right, cool. So Mercibah is asking for USD Cad as well. So you have NASDAQ 100 and USD Cad. Let's see if there's anything else. Dejan said, with that second scalp entry, would that be a second scalp entry right there or no? So yeah, Dejan, if this closes below, well, not now, obviously, but if this wick, so say if this was a wick above where it pivoted off the pivot and the structure right here, then yeah, it'd be a second entry. Currently, no, because the body is within the pivot, but it still looks like a good trade right here. So I'm just watching this as it comes back down. It's probably gonna reject back down right here. So this looks fine on that end. There we go, come back down in profit. Nice, nice. And then we're gonna, I mean, yeah, if we find another entry where it wicks off both the pivot and the structure, then we'll just take another one. We'll just keep hitting it and just writing it down further and further and stacking on our positions like we did yesterday. Because yesterday we stacked on 3 scalps and they all hit TP. I was like, damn, it's crazy. It was that easy. Syphilis. Sorry, I'm gonna keep mispronouncing your names, Lee. Correct me. Syphically. From today onwards, I'll never miss your sessions. Thanks, bro. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm glad that everyone here is making profit. Just looking at everyone's profits makes me happy, guys. It doesn't matter if it's me profiting or you guys, but just seeing this daily, because I literally document everyone's profit. So if you want to go to any random date, this is from today. You want to go back on the 18th. Henry over here locked in like $600. Henry locked in $2,000, $2,000. We go back to like the 10th. Like, this makes me happy, guys, to see you guys profit. Look at Tam. She was like hitting these baby profits before. Now she's locking in hundreds. She was locking in a couple bucks before, and now she's locking in like hundreds, and she's at work. We go back to any random day here. This is all of January. These are profits that aren't even mine. This is Mercibah right here. Remember this account, Mercibah? Before you hit that Bitcoin. I'm joking with you, bro, but you were locking in some nice profits earlier this year. January 5th, you locked in a couple $100. And that's Mercibah that's in the YouTube chat. So everyone here that's in the YouTube chat, everyone's making money, guys. Like literally everybody here. See Suk scalping all day. Cheryl's literally hitting it every day, like a couple $1,000 a day. Jetta over here, 130. Noel, David, literally everybody. I could go to any day here. Go to December. You guys want to see what profits were like in December? 8,000 by Jazz. Jalicia over here. Like it's never ending here, guys. So, if you guys are part of K2, you guys should be profitable. There's no way that you guys shouldn't be profitable. And if you guys need help to be profitable, reach out to me, because you must be doing something wrong. Because everyone in K2 is eating, guys. So if you guys are the only one that's not profiting, just reach out to me or reach out to anybody on K2, and, you know, we'll definitely help you guys out with that. All right, so let me see if there's anything else here looking good. Yeah, so Mark said semicircle looking good. I can see that. Yeah, no, definitely. Semicircle up here looks good. Nice drop. See you continue to drop from there. So yeah, if it fails to break this structure, it closes bearish, which it looks like it's going to. I think it'll be good. It'll drop back down further. Even better if we get this false signal, because it'll continue dropping. Let me see if there's anything else here before we continue on. Mirspot said, would that be disappearing? Would that disappearing and reappearing buy signal on US 30 be a false buy, and why? I mean, yeah, if it's a false buy, it's just a false buy. You know, if it's a green buy signal with the red bearish candle, it'd be a false signal. And then that's even better for us because it's going to indicate momentum swinging down, and it's probably going to continue pushing. House leader, see, can I pass the FTMO challenge of 100K using your signals? Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's what everyone else is doing. Everyone just hops on these sessions, copies my trades, and passes FTMO just like that. There we go. See that nice rejection right there. Back in profit. Back in profit, back in profit, back in profit. We're good. So Ben is asking, so if the candle only wicks off the pivot but not the structure, then that would be an invalid scalp. It has to be both pivot and structure. That's correct, Ben, because we want that double confirmation. We don't want just one confirmation. We want two. Like, for example, right here, see how this bullish candle, it rejected off the pivot and the structure? That's a perfect, nice sniper inch right there for 500 pips. That's what I took this morning as well. There we go. And profit. Let's go. Ooh, look at my account, guys. Look at my account. Look at my account. 500 bucks. We looking good. This is on top of the 1,600 I already made. So I'm being profit 2,000 for the day. And that's just one account. Remember, I'm doing 2 FTMOs right now. So double that up. Looks good. All right, so we're doing good right now. Let me see if there's anything else to look at. Also, if you guys haven't liked the stream, I know there's like 100 people in here. So if you guys haven't liked the stream, do us a favor and like the stream, or else I'm gonna have to close this group off and not give you guys any more trades. So yeah, let's keep going on with this. See what else you got going on. I'm gonna let this play out, guys. I'm not gonna bother watching it this whole time. I'm gonna answer some questions now. So I just went over Euro NZD right here, and I see it, you know, coming down from this point. Next up, we have GJ for Cameron. So let me pull up GJ real quick. GJ right here. Let me go ahead and redraw these zones for you guys. Zoom out from this point. There we go. We got our zones right here on the 4-hour. So we got 5 minutes left on that 10-minute candle. So I'll go back in a few minutes, guys. I'm just going to analyze this really quick for Cameron real quick. Yeah, exactly. So David said private Zoom members. Is it private Zoom for members only? Yeah, that might be the case, guys. If we don't get enough likes on these videos and we don't continue to grow the channel, this is literally like it's not a good use of my time, right? Because I could literally scalp my own and not share my trades with you guys and just share them with the premium members. But you know, I don't mind sharing my trades with you guys as long as we continue to grow this channel and I'm not wasting my time on here. Then I'm willing to help you guys out. So if you guys haven't already, like the stream, share with your friends, whoever wants to make money, share with literally whoever wants to make money, guys, because everyone here is making money. So if you guys got friends who are looking to make money, friends trying to be profitable at trading, send them over and we could all make profits together. Because there's a lot of people here that aren't even in K2, guys. They're just hanging around. And we have a lot of competition here as well. Not to mention Aaron over, he's probably in the background coughing, trying to steal my trades. Just joking with you, Aaron. Aaron's probably in here somewhere. Let me see where he's at. He did message me this morning. Nice. Paula just locked in some profits too. Paula from Spain over here, locked in about 740. Congrats, bro. He said, not bad day for me today. It's never a bad day for you, bro. This dude's crazy. So Paula, like, he's been in K2 since like, I mean, you guys have probably seen him before in the chat, right? Paul over here. He was in K2 since like last year. And he has 2 funded FTMO 100K accounts now. This dude went from being like not profitable at all until like just killing it, dude, like literally killing it. So I added him to the group as well right there. Let me see if there's anything else to look at as we continue. Hey, morning, Vishnu. Cameron, yeah, looking back at GJ right here again, let me just finish looking at it. Or sorry, let me pull this up real quick to see if I'm missing anything. All right, nice. Oh, look at that profit. Look at that profit. Look at my profit. Look at that, 700. That on top of the 1600 today, times 2, because I got 2 counts. Looking good. All right, cool. 700. So we got 711 plus 1600. So I'm 2,311 times 2. Ooh, it's gonna be a $5,000 day for me today. Pass FCMO with like 1 day trading. Basically, oh, there we go. About to hit full TP. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. All right, I'm gonna let it run, let it play out. But yeah, Cameron, back to this over here. Actually, let me finish this real quick, Cameron, and then we'll go back to your GJ. Sorry. Just want to see how it plays out right here. Mark said, so Shawn, we need to meet up sometime. My higher risk, high reward strategy works like a charm. Yeah, definitely, Mark. Let's get a day together for the whole backtesting group and the London guys, and we'll get in on a live session with you guys, and we'll just talk. Catch up, link up with the strategies, see whatever's going on. Let me see if there's anything else here. I don't know why, but I like the high risk, high reward. Yeah, no, I mean, it's exciting. Obviously if you're doing high risk, high reward, it's just good. Obviously if you make a lot of profits, it's gonna look good regardless. Black Jerry said, is it the same or is it still micro lots? So Black Jerry, they changed it to normal lot sizes. So it's not a 10 lot anymore. It's just the 1 lot. So don't do a 10 lot because I did that yesterday. I don't know if you were in the group yesterday, Black Jerry, but I took a 10 lot and look how much profit I made on it. But I was literally taking like 100 lots. It was literally equal to 100 lots. Let me see. It's over here somewhere. Sorry, let me go over here. My profits from yesterday. I accidentally took a 10 lot and look, I locked in like 290, but that was like in 1 second because I was technically like 100 lots. I did it on accident. Like right here, I took another 10 lot. I made 600 off that. I took a 10 lot on my other 100K and I made another 300 off that as well. So don't use a 10 lot, use a 100 standard lot. Let's see if there's anything else here. House of Leaders said, can you also guide in your premium channel about what's lot size? Yeah, exactly. If you want to ask me, you can even ask me on here, House. You don't have to be a premium member to ask that. I'll help you guys here. But yeah, for the most part, you can, I'll tell you which lot size you need. I only use a standard lot, which is something that you can use as well. And has been, pretty solid for me overall. So you can use that. Other than, let me see. Other than that, you can use between a standard and a 1.5. That's generally what I use, and you should be fine, depending on how you trade. And House Leader said, you recommend only trade US 30 and UK 100 for 100K? I personally only trade US 30, so it's up to you if you want to trade other stuff, House Leaders. But I mean, it's really up to you whether you want to do just US 30 and UK 100, because all of our trades hit, bro. Obviously, like, here are trades from today. Like if you look at our results from this morning, this is just from this morning. My Forex trades hit too. It's not just, TP1 right there. Our Euro odd right here hit TP1. Our both scalps hit full TP this morning. I mean, all my trades are fine. If you want to take my Forex trades, they work too. I mean, full TP for NZD/US. This is just this morning too. If you want to take these trades, you can. You don't have to. There's no requirement that you take only US 30 or you take UK 100. Like if you take any of my trades, you should be profitable. There should be no problem there. As long as you're following directions. A lot of people end up blowing accounts because they over leverage, but if you follow my directions, you should be completely fine. There should be no issue. And no, so you're asking, you guys only trade US 30 and UK 100. I only trade US 30, but other people trade other things too. There we go, full TP. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Mine right there. I'm in 1,000, bro. So I'm up like 3,000 for today. Look at that, 1,051, 71. Come on, almost full TP. I'm in profit like 3,000 today times 2. I'm up like 6,000 today. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Boom, full TP. Let's go. Come on. Where the fuck are my horns at? Where the fucking horns at, guys? Oh my God. Look where the horns at. The horns are back, guys. Another full TP right there. Let's go. All right. So there we go. Another full TP. Congrats, congrats. If you guys took that scalp, some money right there. All right. Let's see what else we got here. So, oh geez. Okay, when this closes, guys, this is another entry right here. So full TP on that. Hell, let me take a screenshot of this real quick. Boom, there we go, full TP. And what do you know? Another entry, right? Rejection off the pivots, rejection off the structure. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make some more money. I'm gonna make some more money. We're not stopping right there. All right, let me set this out real quick. All right, so I got that right there. I got 6 minutes left on that. I'm going to post this up over here and over there and over there. There we go. All right, I'm about to enter another scalp right here. If this closes, just gonna wait for it. All right, let me get my stuff ready right here. All right, let me take another one right here. We have another standard lot. Just waiting for this to close, guys. I got about 5 minutes on this candle. I'm just waiting for it. We'll see. All right, looking good, looking good, looking good. Let me see where everything else is going over here. Some horns out. Yeah, Cameron got the horns back and get back in the game. Jay Kicks, yeah, 100%, guys. Hopefully you guys locked in some nice profits. If you guys want me to share your profits, you know, share your profits, and I will add them to the group. So there we go. We got we have another profit right here from Dejan, another 50 bucks. So killing it, guys. We're killing it. We're killing it. Let's keep going. All right, so we're looking good right here. See if there's anything else that I am missing before we continue on. Well, now, Dominic, yeah, man, boom, we made some money off that. V Leonardo, is it a real account? Of course it's a real account. Well, it's FTMO, so I don't know if you know what FTMO is, but I have multiple accounts with FTMO. Mahood mentioned, I'm following since January 2nd. Excellent work you do. Wondering where I can get free Forex signal since I can't afford the membership now. Mahood, just go on the website. So go on the website right here, click unlock your free access to K2, k2trades.com, unlock your free access, and then you'll have access to the free signals group. So there's free groups as well. There's not just paid groups. There's free groups as well if you want to join in on those, and you can sign up if you like. So let me see if there's anything else here before we continue. Austin said, UAG, how long have you been doing this channel? So I started doing this channel, I think, this year. So probably January 1st, or maybe early, like late last year. I started doing this channel, and then I just go live every day now. Jazz asked, Shawn, what time frame did you use to make the SR zones for US 30? I used the 10-minute. So that's what I use for there. Let me update it to see if there's any new zones. No, we're good right now. So yeah, I use the 10-minute right here for the scalping, Jazz, and that's pretty much how I've been trading it so far. Let's see, Bitcoin said, hi Shawn, what lot size did you use for the full signal? For the full every signal that I use for US 30 now is a standard lot. So I'm using a 1.00 for all of my US 30 trades right now, because I'm taking multiple trades. So I don't want to take a full lot size. I just take like a bunch of smaller ones or just a standard lot. And then I add them on from there, because I stack these positions sometimes. Here, let's see. Bitcoin said, what size do you use for a 100K account when you're not scalping? I only scalp Bitcoin out. Well, if I'm only taking the daily entry and that's it, I'll take a 1.5 lot. But I usually only scalp on this account. I usually don't do anything else on it. So that's generally how I personally would trade it. We have about 2 minutes left on this candle, guys. If this closes below here, I'm going to take another sell. Oh, there we go. About to hit TP1 on the full move right here, 750 pips. We're already in profit, like 1,700 pips almost. So it's looking real nice. All right, so we got about a minute left on here, guys. Before I analyze anything else, I'm gonna wait for this to close, because I'm probably gonna enter another scalp entry right here. Look at that. Oh, TP1, where the horns at? Where the horns at? All right, guys, we hit TP1 on the full move right here. So we hit TP1. We're in profit like well over 1,800 pips right now, guys. Almost 2,000 pips for the day for US 30. You guys have been here live with me, so hope you guys have been making money on this ride. If you guys haven't already, like the stream, so I'll keep doing this every morning. If not, I'll close this off to the premium members only. So yeah, let's keep making some more money right here, guys. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, perfect. Oh man, this is nice. It's real nice. Hopefully you guys are making some money with me, guys, because I'm making a lot right now. Hopping in for the scalp again right here. About 40 seconds left on this. Wow. Wow. Let's go. Oh, man, I love this, guys. Everyone over here sending me your profits. Thanks, guys. I love that. Keep sending me your profits. I want to see what everyone's making, because I know I'm not the only one making money here. We're all making money. All right. Let me see what else we got over here. So I'll take a look at this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna enter this. 5 seconds left on this right here. I'm gonna enter this right about now, and I'm in the trade, guys. So I've stacked on another scalp right here. There we go. My TP is gonna be 308.99. Let me set my TP real quick. Stop loss is 30989. TP is 30889. All right, I'm in. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So I got this right here. Let me go ahead and set this alert up here. Scalp number 1. All right, so we're good with that. Let me set my alert for down here as well. All right, we're good. So we'll see how this plays out. If this ends up, I mean, we'll just wait and see how it plays out, but I'm doing pretty good for the day. Overall, it's looking great. See what else we got over here real quick. There we go. It's continuing to drop right there. Waiting for this other one. Peter said Shawn's reactions to his profits is like a fat kid in a candy store. 100%, bro. Of course, man. Not even my profits, guys. It's your guys' profits that I care about, because you guys know I'm profiting. As long as you guys are profiting with me, that's all that matters. So check it out. Damn, look at this. Cheryl over here locked in about a ton of profit. Locked in about 1,300. So she locked in pretty nice both ways. So yeah, thanks for sending me guys profits. Mo over here. Ooh, let's go, Mo. Check that out. Mo's up 252. Nice welcome back, right? Mo was with us like last year. He took a break from trading. He's back trading with us again. And here we go, man. We're all in profit. There we go. Look at our options chat right here too. Everybody's eating, guys. Our options is killing it. Our indices are killing it. Our Forex is killing it. I mean, if you guys aren't part of K2, I don't know what to tell you guys, honestly. Our stocks is killing it too. Where's our stocks group? Felix over here too. He's like literally everybody's killing it, guys, in K2. So if you guys are in K2, join the family, guys. Do this every morning. Everyone's profiting. Everybody's happy. Everyone's killing it. And we just continue on. So that's it with that right there. I'm currently in profit with both my positions again. Check this out right here. Bam, I'm in profit like 900 right there. I already closed 3 positions in profit. So I'm already in profit 1,500. I'm in profit an extra, or actually more than that. I'm in profit about 2,000 on the other trades. And then I'm in profit currently right now, another 1,000. So I'm in profit about 3,000 times 2 FTMO accounts. Geez, it's looking good. It's looking good. All right, let me see if there's anything else here before I move on. Sorry, guys, I haven't analyzed anything that you guys have asked for because we've just been too focused on this right now. Bitcoin said, hi, Shawn. What lot size do you use for full signal? Okay, I think I answered that already. Sorry. Zephyr said, hey, Shawn, can you explain again the definition of a wick breaking structure? For example, the current candle within structure. So Zephyr, this would be, well, the wick doesn't need to break structure at all. It just needs to be rejecting off structure. So for example, this entry that we took right here, we have the wick rejecting off the pivots, right? It's rejecting off the red pivot and the green pivot. And it's also rejecting off the structure right here. So those are the 2 requirements. It wicks off the pivot and it wicks off the structure. It doesn't have to necessarily break the structure. It just has to be rejecting off it. Because if this is like that, it's going to indicate that price is going to push down. And then we have extra confirmation here with this sell signal that it's going to push down as well, right? So with those 2 confirmations right there, it gives you, better confirmation that it's going to continue pushing, in that direction. So let me see what's going on over here real quick. Let me get back to the chat and then we'll continue on with this as we move forward. So, Flynn said K2 to US 30. You can't get rid of me. Exactly. Talanji said, at this rate, I'll be joining soon, sir. You're a real one. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. I'm glad you joined us a couple of days ago. You've been making some profits with us. Flynn said, Shawn, my goal was to make 1K a day. I made it. So I exit and I'm done trading for the day. Smart, smart. Thank you for being a boss. Definitely, Flynn. You've been with us for a while now. You've been pretty much profiting with us day in, day out. I'm glad you've been reaping the fruits of your labor, basically, been killing it. Here, let's see if there's anything else over here real quick. Nice. So you guys have a lot. I mean, there's a lot more profits here. So you got Mark over here, some more profits. I'm just going to be moving your profits over so that we can have these locked in over here. Nice. Nice, nice. I'm just looking at all you guys' profits in the back testing group, guys. So we got some nice profits off that right there. Nice. Nice work, Jazz. I just saw your profits right now. So Josh sent me his profits. Not bad at all. Josh over here too. Wow, look at Josh. Looking good, bro. So he's doing good right here, sending these profits over. These are everybody in K2. Josh is in the chat right now as well. He locked in about 250 off that. He went up to 1,000. So yeah, everyone here is killing it, guys. Literally everybody. So looking pretty good over here real quick. Let's see if there's anything else going on. Dejan said, is the stock something separate that I have to pay for? So yeah, Dejan, you have to reach out to Felix because Felix runs the stocks channel. It's not me. I don't do stocks at all. So if you want to do that, you can reach out to Felix, but I don't have any control over that channel. It's all Felix's. Jason said, hey, Shawn, I got my K2 membership last month and I paid for my challenge. Starting it next month, looking forward to these scalp trades. Thanks. Yeah, definitely, Jason. Everyone in K2 has just been, honestly, they've been like unstoppable. Like if I go here to the saved messages, this is just from today. Like you can see the date right here for today. You can see like 1,000 right there from Josh, another 300 right there. Jazz, like literally everybody's on fire today. Not with just the scalps, but with like their own positions as well. Using the strategies right here. Nice work, Mo. They're 250. Cheryl right there, 1,300. Another 100,100 right there. Dijon for 50. Paul over here for 800 or 740. Gage over here for 1,000. Everyone's killing it today, guys. Makes me happy to see everyone kill it. Let's see if there's anything else over here as well. Roland said, I just started my FTMO challenge. We'll be tapping in. We'll definitely be tapping in every day per usual. 100% rolling. We'll make some money. Sam said about to revive my FTMO. Thanks, Shawn. Definitely, Sam. Glad to hear that. Flynn said K2 needs to change their name to Federal Reserve Bank because Shawn is just printing money for all of us. Exactly, Flynn. It's been a crazy ride, guys. Honestly, it's been you know, if you guys have known me for a while, I've been trading for like 10 years now. I wasn't always as profitable, but I'm killing it now. So my word of advice is to never give up, guys. If I gave up, man, just imagine that. Nice. Black Jerry said first day scalping K2, 500 bucks. Congrats, bro. Everyone's killing it. Everyone, literally. Should be no reason that anyone here is not profitable. If you aren't, send me a message, man. I want to help you out because you're obviously probably doing something wrong if everyone is killing it and you're the only one that's not profitable, right? Doesn't make sense. All right, man. Let's go. Sam said, can you type up the requirements for the scalp strategy on the chart? So these are like working requirements, right, Sam? The strategy hasn't been completed yet. I'm still working on it. So I'll just give you, you know, the basic requirements for it. I don't have a name for it yet. So new K2 scalp strategy. The first requirement is confirm rejection off pivot. To confirm no body touching pivot, and lastly confirm rejection off K2 SR zone. So that's pretty much it. This is the requirements. It's a super easy strategy. Right here, you know, all you do is you look for you confirm a rejection off the pivot, like right here. Here's the rejection. You confirm no body touching the pivot. So right here, the body's below the pivot, right? So it's not touching. And then third, confirm rejection off the K2 SR zone. So in reality, you just need 2 confirmations of rejection, and then you need to make sure that the body's not within the wick. Once that, here, let me do this K2 pivot, because it's not any pivot. I don't want people to think that it's like like any pivot, right? Because some people have tried to, you know, do the strategy on their own and it doesn't work because they're not using the proper indicators that are required for the strategy. You guys got to remember that these indicators are my indicators. They're not something that you can find somewhere else. So if you want, you know, accuracy and you want the exact same, you know, trades that we're taking, you're going to need to have the K2 indicators. Don't try to mimic it, because a lot of people have tried to mimic it and they've blown accounts like crazy because they think that they knew something, you know, and in reality, like if you have the indicators, it does all the work for you. Because like, for example, here, so if you're looking at this here and I delete everything off the chart, you know, the zones can be drawn anywhere. Like it can be drawn right here. It can be drawn right here. It can be drawn right here. But looking at my zones here, they don't line up with all of them like that, right? You would have missed this zone right here. You would have missed these other zones over here. And the K2SR indicator does that for you. So I just want to give you guys a warning, because I know there's a lot of people here who try to do this on their own. And I've seen a lot of people blow their accounts trying to like do it on their own. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, obviously you need to confirm rejection off the K2 pivots, which would be these 4 lines right here. Any of the 4 lines, confirm no body touching the pivots, and then confirm a rejection off the K2 SR zone. Having those confirmations right there will provide for an entry. So that's pretty much it for that. Let me see if there's anything else here before we continue on moving forward. So let's see this over here real quick. Okay, so Sam, hopefully this helps. Does this help you? I just want to make sure, because it's very simple. I feel like a lot of people want to overcomplicate it, but in reality, it's super simple because the indicators do all the work for you for the most part. You just make these confirmations and you're pretty much good to go. Syphilis is mentioning Flynn, he's making people download money. Exactly. Flynn said downloading money to our digital wallets. Exactly right. Christopher said, how much does it cost to enter FTMO challenge? So Christopher, it depends on what you're what account size you're trying to do. So let me just move this over here. So yeah, I mean, right here, you can see that there's different options. So if you're doing a $10,000 account, it's going to cost 155 euros. at 25K, it goes up by account size. I have 100K, I have 2 of these. Honestly, the payment doesn't matter because once you pass and you get funded, you will they'll refund your account, so you make the money back. It's not like you're really losing anything. And you know, everyone in K2 pretty much passes FTMO, so it's not a big deal. Also, if you use this link over here, I don't know if the link still works, but I remember like a long time ago, I gave you guys this affiliate link, and you guys got a discount on FTMO. So let me see. I don't know if it still works because this was like from back in May, but if you want to try it out, you can. I'm not sure if that link still works. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'll check this out. This is actually another entry right here. I'm tempted to enter another sell right here to stack on. Got 7 minutes left on this candle. This is going to be a risky trade. If I end up taking this, it's going to be very, very risky. But if you guys want to take it, I mean, I'm probably going to take it, to be honest. So we'll see how this plays out. But this is another scalp entry that's building up right here. If it does close, I might take it. We have about 6 minutes left, so I'm gonna let it run for a bit, and then I'll come back and take a look in a few. So here's the problem: it's testing the 1 hour support, right? So that's why it's pushing up like it is right now, because it's hitting some support. I mean, hopefully it swings back down at this point. Otherwise, I mean, I'm still fine for the day for the most part. I'm not really really affected by this trade at all. So let me see. All right, cool. So I got this right here. I'll modify this real quick. Sorry, I just entered a different trade. Where's the TP at? My numbers are off. Freaking going blind right now. Oops. Let me see. 31000. Okay, so that's good. And then TP is going to be down here for. Sorry, for some reason, I don't know why the hell FTMO does that sometimes. It kicked me out of this position right here. I didn't even hit thing yet, but it kicked me out of the trade. So I got kicked out of that trade, but I'm still waiting for it to drop back down. I just re-entered it. This is why I don't like FTMO. Oh, not FTMO. I don't like MT4 because I always get these errors sometimes where it kicks me out of trades for no reason. Like I obviously have enough margin. It's not like I'm negative margin. It's just, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I re-entered that trade right there. For whatever reason, it kicked me out of that trade. I don't understand why, but I entered at a bigger lot size. So this is my current profit right now. I'm in profit 600, and then I already made like 2,000 earlier. So I'm doing pretty good so far. But you know, back to your question, Christopher. You know, obviously it's going to depend on what account size you're using. But I mean, this deposit really doesn't matter because once you get funded, they pay you back the refundable fee. So I mean, I never really had to pay the challenge fee because I just got it back. And then, you know, with your first month's payout, you get the money back already anyways too. So if you're confident, then do the big one. If not, then, you know, obviously start with the small one, but I never recommend anything under the 50K. It's just not worth your time. You might as well just trade a normal account because then you'll get to keep 100% of the profit. And then once you're ready, then you can do the bigger FTMO. So this might be another scalp right here. Just gonna wait for it. Got about 3 minutes left. Sorry, let me check the list because we have a couple questions here that I haven't answered yet. Cameron, I'm gonna get to your GJ soon. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Flynn, you too as well. You have that DAX 30, and then Mercibal, you have NASDAQ 100 and USD Cad. So I'm gonna wait for this to close, and then I'll figure out what happens from there. You know, the problem with this is it just rejected off this this structure right here, the support, but I think it's going to come back down eventually. It's going to give it some more time. And then, yeah, I mean, we'll keep watching it. So here we go. It's dropping back down right here. So let me just check out GJ real quick. Cameron, it's the same analysis from yesterday because it's still within the zone. You know, like I mentioned yesterday, I mentioned that it might break the structure, but the problem with GJ right now is that it's reaching the all-time high, right? It's reaching the all-time high right here. This is where it becomes dangerous because at this point it can come crashing down, or it can break through and continue pushing up higher. So looking at the last time that it touched that structure, so you know, just looking at it from right here, you could see what happened, right? It tested the structure and then it came down super hard, like 1,000 pips. Same situation right here. It can either come back down or it can continue pushing up higher. I mean, we don't necessarily know exactly what can or will happen, but you know, one thing or another can happen from that point. So we'll just have to wait and see how it ends up playing out. But just looking at GJ over here, I would wait for it to either break above it or reject off and come back down. So if it rejects off it and comes down with a sell signal, kind of similar to what happened right here, then, you know, obviously this is a nice profit that you can take downwards right here for like 100 pips. You know, that's good right there. But if it breaks above here, then it breaks the high, and then you can push up like way up there because there's no ceiling for some time. So if I go back to the daily chart, yeah, see if it breaks above here, look how far that it's pushed up every time it broke. So it broke structure here, it shot up like 500 pips. It broke structure here, it shot up like 100 pips. So you have a nice like gap up right there if it does break structure, where it'll probably push up, you know, 100 to 500 pips depending on how far it pushes. But this is going to be a critical resistance right here that you'd have to look out for. So I'd probably wait for it to either break above it and close, or reject off it and provide a sell signal to do exactly what happened over here, right? We had the rejection off this point. So rejection right there. We have the sell signal right here. And then what happened from that point? It dropped like 1,000 pips. Or like if we count it from the signal, it only drops like 700 pips. But if you count it from the rejection, it dropped like 1,000 pips literally. So that's basically what I'd be looking for on GJ over here, Cameron. I would wait for it to either break and close above it or reject off it and provide a sell signal to enter that sell in the opposite direction. But, you know, until then, I'll just sit tight and see how it, you know, plays out. So we got about a minute left on this right here. I mean, you guys can enter another scalp if you want. I'm probably not going to because I have another position running already. Or, you know, fuck, I'm in another one. YOLO, whatever. Actually, no, I hadn't closed below it. Got 5 seconds left. I gotta wait for it to close first. 3, 2, no. Okay, so there's no entry right there, unfortunately. We would have needed this to close, you know, with no body in the wick, right? Just like I mentioned right here, no body touching the K2 pivot. So it wicked, but it didn't touch the pivots and it didn't close below it. So there's no entry right there. This position is still active and it's still pushing, letting it push a little further down. And then we'll see how it plays out from here. So hopefully it keeps pushing down at that point. You know, otherwise we might, and we'll see. I'm going to analyze it as it continues on. So we looked at GJ right here, Cameron, for you. And that's pretty much what I'm waiting for. I'd be waiting for it to either close and break and close above here or reject off this point and drop down here. So that's basically what I would be waiting for at, you know, at this point. Until that happens, I'm just going to keep waiting because it's just too risky for you to like hop into a sell and then it ends up breaking above, or you hop into a buy and then it rejects right off it. So that's basically what I see happening right there for that one. Kyle's mentioned you draw your US 30 zones on 1 hour time frame. So Kyle, depends on what strategy you're looking at. So if I'm scalping, I do it on the 10-minute. If I'm trading, like if I'm doing normal analysis, then I'll do it on the 1 hour. It just depends on, you know, what type of analysis I'm doing. If I'm doing intraday analysis, then I'm going to go on the 1 hour. If I'm doing a scalping analysis, I'll do it on the 10-minute, since I'm trading on the 10-minute time frame. So if you could be a little more specific, I could answer that, but that's basically what I do. All right, so next question. Let's see. Super Sam wants me to take a look at NASDAQ. So I got NASDAQ with Merseba as well. So I got NASDAQ for Merseba and Super Sam. All right, cool. So Flynn said, we got to be disciplined traders, everyone. We have rules and we follow them. Let's not be greedy and then blame the system for not working when we're not following the rules to a T. Exactly, 100%. You guys have to be 100% with the rules and, with the requirements, because if you guys go off track, that's how people usually end up losing and, blowing accounts. So just make sure you guys are on point with the requirements and you guys are following it to the T for the most part. So let me continue on with the questions over here. We just looked at GJ right here. Next question is DAX 30 for Flynn. So I could finally make my way back to the DAX, Flynn. Let me go over here real quick. DAX. Yeah, no problem, Christopher. Good luck to your FTMO if and when you do it. I'm definitely here to help you, just as everyone else here is help you as well. We just want you to pass. We want you to be successful and, join the family. So let's see, we have the DAX over here. CT said UJ30 short scalp. Let me see. So I'll just look at that real quick before I look at your DAX, Flynn. So let me look at UJ real quick. CT mentioned UJ. Here, let me go in a different window. I don't want to mess this one up. So I'm going to zoom out from this point. I'm going to go to GJ or UJ actually. Say UJ on the 30-minute. Got that right here. Maximize this. All right, so I'm just gonna look at what CT is looking at. I'm not gonna take this trade because I just have too many things running right now. I don't want to run too many positions at once and like lose track of what I'm doing. So looking at UJ right here, yeah, it does look like a nice scalp entry right here, or not yet. So CT, this would have to close below this pivot, or it could wake up. Oh no, this is 30 minutes. Sorry. Wait, yeah, you did say the 30-minute. So this would have to wake up to this pivot right here and then reject back down. And then if that happens, then yeah, it'd be a perfect entry. So this still has like 25 minutes left on the candle. I'll go ahead and take a look at that as we get close to this candle close. But I think yeah, for now, if this ends up wicking up, because obviously this right here doesn't fit the requirements because the body's within the wick. But right here, if this wakes up, we have a wick off the pivot, then it rejects off the structure as well. Then yeah, we definitely would have a pivot entry or a scalp entry right here for UJ. Should be nice for about 15 pips right there. So I'll definitely keep watching it. I'll go back to that shortly. And then, we'll go back and take a look after a while. So let me go ahead and go back to the DAX over here for Flynn. And let me go ahead and delete everything off the chart. So I'm going to go on the 1 hour. I'm going to go ahead and wait, did I post all the profits yet today? Let me see. Okay, cool. So we have, yeah, I posted the profits for the daily NY scalp. All right, cool. So I think we're good for the most part. Let me take a look at the DAX right now for Flynn. So Flynn, I'm going to analyze the DAX for you. Zoom out from this point, draw my zones real quick. All right, so let me get this going right here. This right there, 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 and right there. All right, nice. So I got my zones drawn up. You guys can see how easy I did that with the K2 indicators. The K2 indicators make a huge difference, guys. I created these indicators for a reason. Like, they actually work. They're not like every other indicator because I basically created stuff that I actually needed. So you guys can see that we have some perfectly drawn zones on the chart for you guys. I'm going to turn on the momentum indicator right now. Okay, so looking at this right here, we have a bullish signal, right? But price is attempting to break this structure. So what could happen here, Flynn, is it can either reject off it and continue shooting up because we have a bullish bias, right? Obviously, we have a buy signal right here. So our bias is going to be bullish until we get a sell signal, similar to what we have over here. Then we're going to look for sells. But currently right now we have a buy signal. So our bias is going to be bullish. So, I mean, what I see right here is I see a break. So here's a break, retest. And what happens after the break and retest? A bullish move, right? So this might happen. Who knows? It might not happen. You got to keep in mind that the the UK market closed already. The London market closed, so volatility is going to die down for the DAX, obviously. So you're probably not going to see much movement until later. But just looking at it here, there's a couple scenarios that can happen. This can either reject off this point and then shoot up high, or this can reject off this point. Or no, okay, so sorry, it can reject off this point, or it can break below here and continue down this direction. So it can go in either direction. It can either reject off it can break through here, provide a sell signal like we have over here, and then continue down further. But I mean, obviously right here, it looks bullish, right? It's failing to break and close past this structure until it rejects off it. Because what could happen is this right here, same pattern. It's a break and retest, and it shoots up to this structure right here. So that's exactly what could happen again. It can, break and retest, test this structure. And then once it reaches this point, it can come back down, or it can shoot up even higher. Okay, drop on US 30. Nice. All right, US 30 is looking good. Look at my US 30 profits, guys. Went up 1,000 again. So I'm up like 2,000, up another 1,000 right here. It's looking good, man. Waiting for that to drop even further. Let's keep that dump going. I don't think I'm just getting out of the trade. It's just like, and US 30 is on crack this morning, guys. It's literally bouncing back and forth. I'm just waiting for it to dump. But I mean, we'll see what happens. But all right, so let me. That's pretty much my analysis for DAX, Flynn. It's kind of hard to analyze right now with the London market close, volatility's low. We don't really know whether it's going to break or reject off this point, but we would just have to give it some time before we determine what our move is going to be for that specific for this specific trade more necessarily. So scenario number one is we see a rejection off this point. Scenario number two is it breaks below and continues down. Scenario number three is it breaks above, rejects off this point, comes down. Scenario number four is it breaks above and it shoots above right here. So there's a lot of different scenarios that can play out for DAX right now. It's not something that I like. I like when there's only like two scenarios that can play out. When there's more than two, that's where it gets a little iffy, because there's like your probability is not there, right? You want to have high probability. Like you want to have at least a 50% probability before taking a trade, because you don't want to get caught on the wrong side of the trade, obviously. So what I would wait for here is I would wait for price to break and close past this structure, or I'd wait for it to come below here with a sell signal, and then you can, whatever, catch that right downwards. So until then, I would be careful with this specific trade. So that's pretty much it for the DAX. Let me see if there's anything else over here. Flynn said, thank you, Shawn. I exited that trade in a small loss because it was just ranging and I wanted to focus more on the US 30 scalps. Exactly. That's what I would do as well. Kel said sentiment is still around 64%, but there's still news. So hopefully we could see a nice bump soon. Yeah, I'm hoping so too. At least a decent one. Kyle, yeah, Kyle, so you gotta be a little more specific with your questions, because earlier you asked about the zones, but you never confirmed whether you were asking for intraday or for scalping. So, I mean, I answered both of those questions there. And then for your stop loss for US 30, you got to be more specific whether you're asking about the daily entry or scalping, because the daily entry is 1,500, but the scalping is 500. So there's an answer to those questions, but if you're going to ask the question, just be a little more specific so I can answer it, because I'm not sure what you're asking for. Thanks, Cameron, for responding to that. So Cameron said 500 pips for the scalps. But they're two different positions. We have the full position here, that's 1,500 pips, and then we have our scalps right here for 500 pips. So that's like a big difference between the two. All right, so I think that's it for DAX. Okay, Merspon and Super Sam want me to take a look at NASDAQ. So let me pull up NASDAQ real quick. Let's see. We're going to go over to NASDAQ 100 right here. I'm going to go ahead and delete everything off the chart. And let's go ahead and draw these zones. All right, we'll zoom out from this point right here. Right there. there. There you go. Nice. All right, so looking at the NASDAQ right here, turn that off, turn this on. So right here, we have a bullish bias for NASDAQ. It's the same analysis from yesterday, basically. You know, we haven't really had much movement since then. I mean, we would have to wait for it to break structure for you to really want to take this entry, because, you know, so it is pushing up, right? So it's pushing up right now because it's doing exactly what I mentioned yesterday, right? If you guys follow my analysis from yesterday, I mentioned that it's the same analysis that I do for every single pair. You know, if you guys have the K2 indicators, this makes a huge difference. We have a rejection from here. We have a buy signal right here and a break in structure. So we have a rejection, buy signal, break in structure. What happens from that point? It tests this structure above here, right? Once it tests this structure above here, price can either break structure and continue up further, or it can reject off this point and come back down. So for the NASDAQ right here, I would wait for it to break and close past structure and establish a new all-time high before entering this trade, because if you enter too early, it can easily reject off you right here, and then you'll be in some heavy drawdown, right? So I wouldn't recommend, you know, taking that type of position, because, you know, obviously it's not going to be beneficial to you. I would be patient with NASDAQ, because looking at the NASDAQ here, that's the all-time high, right? This price point right here, 13,569, that's the all-time high. So you want it to break above that structure so that it can establish higher highs and continue pushing higher. Until then, it's just too risky of a trade, and I wouldn't take this for a buy or a sell just yet, because it can literally push up or it can push down. There's no guarantee it's going to go one way or the other. So I would, you know, I would just be patient with it and wait for it to decide, you know, which direction it's going to push. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for NASDAQ right there. Obviously, there's not too much to look at, because there's only two scenarios that we can think of here. Price either breaks structure, closes above here, and then we take that long position from that point. Or, I mean, it rejects off this point, you get a sell signal, and then you just wait for it to retest again. So there's a couple different scenarios that can play out, but, you know, obviously right here, this is basically what we would be, looking for. And my MT4 froze again. I hate when this happens. Oh, it's frozen for you guys. Let's see. No, it's moving on here. So it's moving on here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this. Oh no, okay. MT4 is back up. I don't know why that happens with MT4. It usually freezes every once in a while. All right, so that's it for NASDAQ over here. You know, just wait for it to either break and close past the structure, or wait for it to go in the other direction. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at my profits, guys. I'm up 1,000 now on the MT4 FTMO. Yeah, it's gonna keep dropping. I'm gonna keep holding on to it. I was thinking about closing it right now, but I'm just gonna keep holding on to it, see how it plays out. I'm just waiting for it to drop even further. Looks like it's gonna continue to drop. So yeah, I'm gonna let it drop, and then we'll see how it plays out from there. All right, so that's it for NASDAQ. The next up, we have USD Cad for Mersabob. See if there's any other questions before I get started. I'm profit about 1,000. I'm profit like 3,000 today for one account times two. I got two accounts, so that's 3,000. Yeah, nice. Okay, profit about 6,000 today. So it looks good. Yeah, no, definitely it's dropping. It's dropping. All right. So let me continue on right here. Zephyr said, was that prior 10-minute candle closing a valid scalp? No, Zephyr. So like right here, this wasn't a valid scalp because the body closed within the pivots, right? So if it closed within the pivots like this, it makes it a risky trade. We'd want it to close outside of the pivots. I mean, technically this could be an entry, but it's not a good entry, because it's just the body's too close to the pivots, and it doesn't confirm that it's, you know, it's going to be a strong move down. You kind of want it to be away from the pivots, like it's having a strong push down, like a rejection off the pivots. And then, you know, that would confirm a better move for you. So I mean, technically this could be an entry, but I personally wouldn't have taken it. And that's why this strategy is only like, I'm only going to make this available to the more advanced traders, because there's subjectivity to this strategy, and compared to, you know, the other strategies that we've been applying so far. So This looks good for the most part. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna let this run, and then we'll see what happens. This current candle though, no entry there because it's not rejecting off the pivots. But for this one right here, technically. So, oh yeah, look at my profits, guys. Look at my profits. 1,200, and then have the other wins from earlier. I already have 1,600 from this morning that have already closed out in profit. So I'm up a lot today. Zephyr said, so it needs to reject all 4 pivots. Not necessarily. So like, for example here, so, well, Zephyr, it's back to what I was mentioning earlier. It's very subjective, right? It depends on how you see it. So for me, I see this as not a strong entry. So Zephyr, you have to actually know how to trade to do this strategy, right? Because right here, you're just looking for a basic foundation. Basic foundation is obviously it rejects off the pivots. It doesn't have to reject off all the pivots. It has to reject off one pivot, and then it has to reject off the structure. So the problem with this right here is that it's rejecting off the pivot, but it's still within the structure, right? So you kind of have to have some sort of common knowledge of trading. You have to know how to read these candles, because if you don't have that, you can enter into like trades that are going to be very risky. Like this, for example, I wouldn't have entered this trade right here, even though it pushed up. I wouldn't have entered this trade. Well, actually, this wouldn't even qualify as an entry. I'm trying to find a bad example for you, but it's kind of hard to see them right now. So here, short answer to your question is no. It doesn't have to reject all of the pivots, but like using, I'm trying to find a bad example here to show you, because it's just okay. So like this right here. So this right here, it looks like a decent entry, right? It still would have hit like this right here. It rejects off one pivot, but it's still within this pivot, and it's still within like, I mean, it rejected off the structure right here, right? So this would have been a good entry. I mean, it would have obviously hit TP, but I would have waited for this one, and I wouldn't have taken this one right here. And then I would have taken this one over here actually, because this is actually a nice rejection off the pivot, and it's a rejection off the structure. And then this would have just, obviously hit full TP at that point as well. So these both would have been good entries, but I would just find this one more risky than this one. But technically you only need to be outside of, one pivot, not necessarily all of them. So yeah, if you wanted to take this trade, obviously it'd be a good trade. This was the one that I was looking at earlier for this one right here, right? But I didn't take it obviously because it just didn't look like a good one to me. But it looks like if we did take it, it would have been good, right? So yeah, just got to keep that in mind. It's a very subjective strategy. That's why it's kind of risky to teach this to people that don't really that just want like the the very basic stuff. But yeah, no problem, Zephyr. I'll probably go on this. I'll have another session with the premium members so we can discuss this further. But there's always going to be entries. Like it just depends on what your risk appetite is. If you decide to take a lot of risk or not so much risk. Man, I'm tempted to get out of my positions right now. Let's see. I'm gonna keep watching this, and I'm gonna see how I feel within the next couple minutes, because I kind of just want to chill at this point. I feel like we've been running at like 1,000 miles an hour this whole day, guys, hitting all these profits, which is good. I mean, don't mind me. I think this is great what we're doing. It's just I'm getting kind of exhausted with these scalps. I mean, I already locked in about 6,000 today, I think, with all my accounts. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it looks like I'm not closing my trade. I'm not closing my positions. Check that out. Boom, 1,300. 1,300. So let me send out, I mean, I'll send my profits later, but obviously I'll show them to you guys a little later. What was the last profit that I shared on mine? All right, cool. Oh, this isn't even my other account. This is my other one. Okay, that one's good. I keep forgetting I got multiple FTMO accounts, so I was just trying to check to see what everything's looking like. All right, cool. Crawled myself out of that hole from last week, guys. I know last week was kind of rough, but this week's been great. So let me go ahead and take a look at the chat again real quick, and then we will continue on with this. See if there's anything else. Yeah, no problem, Zephyr. Yeah, David, me too. I could see the burst as well. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for right now. Samson, I'm thinking of doing a ton of practice before applying it. Yeah, definitely, Sam. That's a great idea because you don't want to get too overly confident. You know, some people just get way too overly confident, and then we end up getting into bad trades. So let's see. Hey, Medvest, how's it going, bro? Looks like you made it today. Flynn said it took so much willpower for me to stop trading after reaching my daily goal, right? I mean, I'm way past my daily goal, but I'm going to keep holding on just to see how this plays out. Kyle said, why didn't you take this US 30 scalp? There is no US 30 scalp, Kyle. I'm trying to figure out what scalp you're talking about. There's no rejection off the pivots, and there's no, like, it has to reject off the pivots. The requirement's right here. Rejection off K2 pivots, confirm no body touching pivots, confirm rejection off K2 SR zone. So none of these right here have rejected off the pivots. So there's no entry available for the scalp. So I'm not sure what you're referring to. Let's see. John Doe asked, do US 30 and DAX 30 move together? Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, John. They usually start to move a little different during a US session because the DAX closes. But I mean, for the most part, they do move pretty similar. Good thing I didn't close my positions. I'm up like 1,500 now. Let's go 1,500. All right. So you guys saw that right there. It's looking good. There we go. Nice. I'm definitely past 1,500 now. 1,600. So Medvest said, where did you enter the trade? So Medvest, we entered the scalp over here. We're currently at entry. If you want to enter this, re-enter it late. So if you want to enter it late, you can. We also have the full position running over here as well. So we have two US 30 positions running side by side, both looking great so far, and profit 1,600, 1,700 for my active positions. But we've closed out, like, you know, quite a few positions today already that are all looking good. So I'm gonna keep holding on to these for a bit, see how it plays out, and then we will continue. Nice, Medvest. So you entered this position as well. So we'll see how this plays out, guys. You know, other than that, let me see if there's any other questions here. So Merciful wants me to take a look at USD Cad. Let me see if there's any other questions here as well. So Merciful wants me to take a look at USD Cad and USD MXN. And Super Sam wants me to take a look at SPX. So I analyzed SPX earlier, but I'll just pull it up again for you. So first up, we have USD Cad for Merciful. So let me go ahead and pull up. And see, good thing you guys didn't take that NASDAQ right there, right? Like I mentioned, it could reject off this point easy. So USD CAD's right here. Go on the 4-hour, delete everything off the chart. And then I'll pretty much analyze this from scratch. You guys can see what I'm doing from here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on right here. Draw my zones. And I'm just trying to show you guys, you know, how easy it is to analyze pairs if you guys have, you know, like basically you don't need to have my mentorship, but if you have my indicators and my strategies, you guys could be killing it at trading, literally. Because it's like, in reality, guys, we do the same thing every single day. If you guys sit in on my live sessions, I do the same thing every day. And if I do the same thing every day and it works, I mean, it's obvious that this is something that works with trading. So here, let me go ahead and take a look at this real quick. Man, US 30 is bouncing around too much. I'm thinking about closing my positions out. Sorry, guys. Let me keep watching this real quick. We got about 3 minutes left on this candle. I just want to see where it closes out. Because if it closes out below, let me see what the lower structures are here. I'm going to keep updating these structures. So I can see where the bounces are, you know, where price is going to be bouncing at. I think it reached the support again for the 1 hour. I think that's why it's starting to move kind of weird. So I'm going to turn this off. Yeah, it's at the 1 hour support. So that's why it keeps bouncing. But if it breaks into that support, man, we could see a nice little free fall right there. shit, look at all these supports right here though. So even if it breaks this support, it's got to reach these other ones too. I think if it does break that though, it's going to have a momentum push downwards and it's just going to shoot right through. All right, man, let's go. I'm in profit about 1600, 1700. Here we go. I'm in profit about 1600 right here. So I'm waiting for this to hit 2000 so I can see what's going on. We got about 2 minutes left on this. Sorry, Marissa, but I'm going to go back to UCAD soon. I'm just trying to follow this to see what's going on here because it is at the 1 hour support right here. It's if it breaks into it, I think we're going to see a nice drop. It's going to hit our full TP. So I'm going to let this run for a second. See how this goes over here. Nice. Dezel said K2 killing it. Thanks, bro. Flynn said, if the US 30 shoots down past the lowest zone, is it a free fall? I think if it breaks into the 1 hour zone over here, look what happens when it broke into it last time. So see when it broke into it last time, it slightly broke into it here. Look at this nice drop. Free fall until it rejects back up. By that point, it'll hit our full TP. So that's kind of what I see happening here and what I'm waiting for. How do we access the signals as K2 members? So Roland, if you when you signed up, you should have gotten a welcome message from the system giving you all your links. You can also check your email. There was a follow-up email that was sent to you with all of your links, and then on top of that, you can access it from the K2 website as well, Roland. So if you want to go take a look, I mean, log in onto the K2 website and you can find it there, or you can check your email as well. Those are the two main places to look. All right, let's see where this closes. I need this to close below. We got about a minute left. I'll wait for this to close after the minute and I'll figure out what I'm going to do from here. All right, let's see where this closes. All right, we got about 40 seconds left. Let me see where it goes from this point. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, David. Yeah, the last, once we get to a certain time period, it just, the market starts to, you know, it has that halfway session move. So let me see what happens here. We got about 15 seconds. If it closes below the structure, I'll hang on to it. If it doesn't, I'm gonna close all my positions out. All right, 5 seconds. All right, I'm getting out, guys. There we go. Profit, profit, profit. I'm done. The reason why I got out, guys, is because once we start to reach mid-session, the pairs start to reverse. So that's why I got out of my positions personally. See if I can find something over here real quick. So let's see. So we can find something over here. Slightly. All right, let me see where I'm at right now on this one account. I just want to see where my profits are sitting for this one account. 40, 50. This is going to be one of my funded accounts. 9. And actually, I prefer to trade like this way more than I trade the other way with like just a daily entry because we have way more opportunities this way. So yeah, in this account over here, so let me just show you guys. I'll pull it over. I'll show you guys what I was counting. So this is one of my 100K accounts. So this is one of my 100K accounts. These are the trades from today. So right here, I made 40 times 50. This over here. So I made 40 50 on that plus 9750 plus 509 plus 589 minus 47. Man, this is so stupid. I don't know why they kicked me out of this trade. I shouldn't have had that loss right there. So I mean, shit happens, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, we have that right there. And then plus 538.50. I mean, whatever. MT4 is going to do what it wants to do. So I'm in profit 2,132.50 on this one account. I have two FTMO funded accounts that I'm running right now. So multiply it by 2. I locked in about 4,265. My other account, unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with it. I got to figure that out with FTMO. But, you know, obviously this would have been up to 6,000 if I had the third account. But I made about 4,265 this morning with you guys, just scalping and, you know, taking these trades with you guys. So hopefully you guys locked in some nice profits. I'm currently out. I'm still going to follow the trades with you guys, but I'm currently out of the trades because see, obviously right here, you see this reversal point. I might re-enter for a scalp a little later, but I'm out of the other positions for now. So if this comes up, tests this structure and comes back down, then I'll probably re-enter. But other than that, I'm pretty much, I'm happy with my profits for the day. We had some crazy profits this morning for everyone. It's not just me. It's literally everyone. So let me see. Nice. Spencer, you locked in some nice profit off that. Wow, Patricia. Okay. You locked in some nice profit. I'm going to save your guys' profits real quick because you guys are sending me your profits and I'll show you guys right now. Josh said, all done for the day, bro. Far exceeded my daily goal. Don't forget when we hit full TP on US 30, I'll be sure to complain. Oh, man. Oh, definitely. So nice work right here, Josh. Josh just sent me his profits right now, locked in about 1,000. His goal is to hit 1,000 a day. So done that easily, guys. Easy money right there. So here I saved all the profits for this morning for all the K2 members. I'm going to pull this up over here. We have Josh over here with about 1,000. We have Patricia over here with about nearly 2,000. Spencer with about 600. Josh over here with close to 1,000. Like Josh was killing. He started with like 200 to 900 to well over 1,000. Killed it. Good job, Josh. Who else? Jazz over here firing scalps with K2 trades. Nice. Jazz over here locked in some killer profits right there. Mark over here about 1,000. Jazz over here some more. Mark another 1,000. Nice work, guys. You guys have been killing it. Mo over here about 252. I'll post the you know, the totals of everyone as well as we continue on. But let me go ahead and go back to USD Cad over here. I'm just going to finish analyzing this for Merciful real quick. So for USD Cad right here, Merciful, this is basically what I see happening. We have the sell signal right here. So I anticipate this to keep coming down. So here's the problem. We have to wait for it to close below the structure. And then even at that point, price can either reject off this point or head back or head down further, right? Because we have the rejection right here. We have the rejection. We have the sell signal right here, but price hasn't broken the structure. So the problem with this right here is that we need it to break and close past the structure in order for us to, you know, want to take this trade. Because if it doesn't break and close past structure right here, it can easily reject off here and continue up higher, right? So for USD Cad, this is too much of a risky pair for me to want to trade. So I personally wouldn't trade it right now. But if we'll see. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see how this, you know, how this plays out. So I'd wait for this candle to close in the next 50 minutes. Once it closes, then you can determine whether you want to, you know, take a long position here, or if it breaks below here, you can take a short position to here. But even if this was to happen, the gap between the structure and here is not, it's not far enough. It's only 20 pips, less than 20 pips. So I probably wouldn't want to take it, honestly. So that's pretty much what I see over here for USD Cad. Hopefully you guys close your scalp positions, right? Because I closed mine. You know, hopefully you guys followed because it looks like it's reversing now. Like I mentioned, you know, US 30 usually scalps halfway through the set. I mean, it reverses halfway through the session. So I personally wouldn't really want to be caught in that, right? So keep that in mind, guys. If you guys are in profit, I would close your positions in profit right now. I mean, if you want to hold on to it, it's on you, but I'm advising that you guys close in profit if you guys can, because you guys can see here that, you know, I closed all my positions in profit. I was completely transparent with you guys. I told you guys that I was closing, and here are my closed profits. You know, there's a history right here. So obviously these trades are closed. I have no active positions running at this time, and this is pretty much what I made today on both of my accounts. So I'm happy with this. You know, think about this. Think about making this every day, like this times, I don't know, like 4-5 days, 23,000 a week. That's a lot times 4. That's like almost 100K a month. So this is where the consistency comes into play, guys. If you stay consistent with your trades, you don't get greedy and you just, you know, take profit when it's due. You should have no problem passing FTMO, getting funded, staying funded, and, you know, being profitable. Because this is what I do, guys. I love trading. You know, trading is what I do every single day. You guys have seen me, and you know, if you guys just follow like what I tell you guys can be perfectly fine. You know, being a long-term trader. So that's all I got to say for that. Let me see if there's anything else in the chat before we continue. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else here. So that's it for USD Cad for you, Mersaba. I think you have USD MXN next. So I'm going to look at that after. But let me see the chat real quick to see if we missed anything else. All right, let me see. CT said, I know you don't scalp it, but look at pivot support on the 30-minute US 30. All right, let me check that out real quick. On the 30. Let me see what CT meant. I know you don't scalp it, but look at pivot support on the 30. So I'm looking at it right here. I mean, it did reject off right here. So yeah, this would probably be I mean, I personally wouldn't take it. Like this looks like a decent, like it looks like it could qualify as an entry for a buy, but I probably wouldn't have taken it because you see how the pivots are angling downwards. It looks like it's going to push on in the opposite direction. So just looking at this from here, let me see if there's any other zones that are, you know, possibly around this area. Yeah, so it did reject off this point. Or actually, let me see. Yeah, so actually looking at this here, CT, this wouldn't have been an entry right here because it didn't reject off actual structure. It rejected off the pivot, but not the structure. These structures right here are on the 1 hour, but looking at the 30-minute structures, it wouldn't necessarily touch it. But yeah, if it did touch it, then it would possibly, you know, qualify as, you know, a buy entry. But, you know, like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of factors that go into play when determining whether, you know, we decide to take a trade or not, because like I mentioned, it's very subjective, and I just don't really see it for the most part. But yeah, no, it does look like a decent trade, CT. Oh, so let me see. I sent you that before you exited. I meant confluence to get at. Oh, okay. Got you, Chris. Yeah, no, definitely 100%. So yeah, you know, with that said right there on the 30-minute, if I was to see that right there, that rejection off the 1 hour support, then yeah, I would have gotten out. So it was definitely good for us to get out of that trade. So I got out, guys. I mean, if you guys are still in the trade, you're still in profit, right? It's coming back down. You guys can still make profit off this. It's just, oh man, I might hop in for another scalp right here. Now that we talked about that, damn it, I missed out on the scalp. Oh, I guess I'm back in the trade. It's gonna make a nice little scalp right here. Drop a little more, drop a little more. All right, so I made a little scalp right here, guys. I'm in the trade currently. Not really looking to make too much. I'm just looking to just scalp a little bit off this, because this would be an entry right here, because we have the rejection off the pivot and a rejection off the structure right here. So we would have entered on the close of this candle, which would have been right here, and this would have been the scalp move. So it's hard to stay away, guys. It's really hard to stay away. You see, I'm just gonna set my TP and stop loss, and then I might just like watch it. Stop loss is there, 30907. All right, I'm in this trade again. But I'm probably gonna exit it, guys. So I don't recommend you guys enter this. I just took it because I saw it. I'm probably not gonna be in it for too long. I'm just gonna keep watching it. And then if I decide to exit, I'll exit, but we'll, I mean, we'll see. We'll see where it goes from here. So that's pretty much it for that one right there. Let me go through the chat real quick and see what's going on. CT said get up to an even 5K for the day, right? That's exactly what I was thinking as well. Let's see. Austin mentioned, or sorry, let me go back. I'm missing a lot of the chat up here before we continued. So Arash asked what happened to Euro. I don't know what happened to Euro. Let me see. I don't think anything happened, Arash. It looks the same to me. It's in the same place it was like 4 hours ago. I don't really see too much that's changed for Euro. So I'm not sure what you mean by that, Arash. Maybe you could be a little more specific. Because I'm not sure what you mean by asking like what happened to the Euro, because we're still in profit on that position. It didn't really move too much. Hey, what's up, Josh? Looks like you made it, bro. All right, David, I'll see you later. Looks like David's out. Flynn said you got to know when to fold them, know when to hold them, know when to walk away, know when the deal is done. Exactly, Flynn, 100%. So I'm still holding this right here. We'll see how this plays out. Let's see if there's anything else here real quick. David said, I'll take my crumbs. Cameron said, don't forget, you gotta know when to run. Exactly. Peter said, got out to some profits is better than no profits. Exactly. David said, I don't like to trade after 12 Eastern anyway. Yeah, same here. Flynn said, for new traders like myself, let's not try to become millionaires overnight. Set your daily targets, and once you reach them, consistently, you can increase it consistently. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Austin said, hey man, I just wanted to say I'll be back. Probably about to test out the K² group for a month, see how it goes. Really looking to learn, not follow signals. Think you can help me a lot. Definitely, Austin. I'm here to help. Response said USD Cad looks like it's at support. I agree. That's exactly what I saw too. Aleph said just finished. Hi, Shawn. Are you still scalping US 30? So I just entered the small scalp right here, but we're done with all of our other positions because the market usually starts to move a little weird halfway through the session. So that's why I close out, for the most part, all my other positions. But I'm currently still in this one right now. This one that I just entered, but I'm probably going to exit soon in profit. There we go. I exited that position with like $100 profit. No, it's not a lot, but I got out. I don't feel comfortable with this position anymore. So I got out of this position. I'm completely out, full profit for everything. And it was a great trading day, guys. I locked in about 5,000 today, I think, total. Shit, look at that. I should have held on to it. Damn it. It's all good. You can't win them all. I mean, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I locked in a couple $100. Could have been $500, but it's all good. I still hope it hits full TP, even though I'm not in the trade. For you guys that are in the trade, I hope that that it hits full TP for everyone else. So looking at Chad, so Aleph, I'm technically done scalping US 30 now because I closed out all my positions in profit already. So I'll be sending my profit totals shortly. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else that we can look at. Let's see. Talanji asked, you reckon the strategy is just as effective on the 5-minute, 15-minute, or 30-minute? Yeah, definitely, Talanji. You can apply this strategy on pretty much anything in any time frame. Obviously, your profitability and probability of winning is going to be different from asset to asset and from time frame to time frame, but it still works on everything. Let's see. CT said, UG wick nicely, just need to close out of the zone. So let me check that out real quick. I know we were looking at UJ earlier. Yep. So yeah, so the problem with UJ right here, CT, is that it's within the pivot, right? Like we need there's no way the wick would be able to reject off it because it's within this pivot right here, this yellow pivot. You can see it cuts right through it. So unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be an entry for UJ just yet. Maybe later in Asia session, but I think currently it's just going to be a little risky for us to take this trade. We want something nice, like something like, see if I find something over here. Like this. Look at this right here, CT. See this? Wick off the structure, wick off the pivot, no body in the pivot. And what do you know? Look at that. Let me just map this out real quick. Boom. Nice scalp right there. 16 pips, no drawdown, straight to full TP. Look at that, right? Fucking nice. So this is one that I would want to look for. But yeah, this one right here for UJ, the body's within the wick. I mean, the body's within the pivot, so I probably wouldn't take it. So, I mean, unfortunately, fortunately, but unfortunately, there's no position, but everything else is looking pretty good so far. Flynn mentioned we can't force the market to do what we want. We have to take what the market gives us. If it's a scalping market, we got to scalp. If it's an intraday market, we can hold positions longer. No, agreed. Exactly, 100%. Zephyr said, looks like US 30 has a potential scalp if it stays below the pivot. So let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, so if you're looking at this, Flint, or sorry, Zephyr, I think you might have been referring to this one right here, right? If this was the one that you were talking about, then yes, this is an entry right here. I don't know what time your message was sent, but I think I might have missed it. But if that's the case, yes, this is an entry. That's the one that I took right here. And I closed out with like a couple $100 in profit. Not bad. You know, I'll take the profit. It's cool. This right here wouldn't be an entry though, because the wick hasn't touched the pivot. And then we'll have to wait and see if this, if this ends up closing below here. But I personally am going to stay out of the market from this point. Lisa said, thanks for all your help with scalping and managing trades. You rock. Definitely, Lisa. It was a good session with you yesterday. Hopefully you locked in a lot of profits with us this morning as well. Ina Mul Hawk is asking, what's the Telegram link? So if you guys aren't part of K2 yet, you can just go to our website, k2trades.com, click unlock your free access to K2, and then you'll get access to the free course and the free Telegram groups. If you guys want access to the premium signals where I send all my trades, like right here, real time. So I send all my trades whenever I take trades right here, real time. You can sign up for the signals. If you want access to the strategy, so you guys can apply this on your own, you guys don't have to worry about me, and you guys can just keep making profits all day long. Click on K2 Strategies course right here, and then you can have access to my indicators and my strategies as well. Obviously, you can see right here, just having one day of my, let me take out the scammer over here. Yeah, having one day of my strategy and stuff, you guys would be able to basically cover your subscription for like a lifetime. Basically, look at everyone's profits here. Josh locked in 1,000. He pretty much covered his subscription for like the next couple months. Patricia over here, same. She locked in 2,000, locking her subscription for like the whole year. Spencer over here, same with this 1 day trades. Like literally everyone here is locking enough to like in 1 day just cover the subscription for like a whole year basically. And I try to keep it cheap enough for like everyone else to sign up, because the problem is, if here's the thing, if you give something free to people, like even this webinar right here, people take it for granted, right? Like people will go on this webinar and they want more free things. And the thing is, there's no you have no skin in the game if you don't pay for something. So that's why I keep the fees low so that you guys can at least cover your cost and make profits. But free doesn't necessarily mean good, because if you do something for free, someone's probably they're going to take it for granted and they're not going to use it as it's supposed to be used. So let me continue to see if there's anything else here as we continue. Matt said, thanks, Shawn. Remain blessed as you blessing us. Yeah, definitely, Matt. I'm here to help all you guys out, make some profit day after day. Cameron said, amazing trading day today. Definitely, guys, 100%. Flynn said, is there less market manipulation during Asia session for US 30? Is it a good idea to scalp? So Flynn, I do scalp during Asia session. There's less manipulation, but there's less volatility. So you might be holding a trade for like hours when it should only be taking a few minutes, few seconds for you to get some profit off it, right? So it's risky in a different way where there's no volatility, because what could happen is you could see price go sideways for a long time. And then once we approach like London session, you'll see a big spike either in your direction or against you. So that's why I personally think it's a little risky, but I mean, you can try it if you like. I scalp during Asia session and it's fine. Let's see if there's anything else here before I continue on. Okay, so John said with this scalping, let's forget all the Forex stuff and just do this. Exactly, John. That's what I've been doing, bro. I've been scalping like pretty much every day, making a ton of profit. And I just don't have to, I don't have to worry about anything at all. Medvest said, is there any possibility to go for a buy on US 30 later? Possibly later, Medvest, but not now. Because like, here's the thing with US 30, guys. The US 30, it generally goes into impulses. So look, the market opened right here, right? At 6:30 a.m. It usually has an impulse down. And then halfway through the market, it impulses in the other direction, or it continues back down. So it'll impulse once and then continue dropping. So there's a ton of ways how the market moves. But generally for US 30, it has two impulses midway through the session. That's why I got out of my trades, because I didn't want to risk being in this, for too long. So I locked in some nice profits, and I mean, I'm happy, bro. Like looking at my profits here, let me check this out. So let me add up more profits for you guys over here. Here, let me check this out real quick, actually. So let me just add this up real quick and see if there's here. Actually, sorry, I didn't even show you guys all my profits. So that was my bad. I actually forgot to show you guys the other profits over here as well, because I actually had more than I made this morning. Pull this up a little bit right here. Yeah, so I actually made more profit this morning. I didn't show you guys the whole thing. So looking at this right here. So looking at this over here, let me add this up for you guys. So these are the whole profits for today. Actually, you can see the date right here, the 26th. So I missed these two profits up here. So I made 166 plus 466 minus 614 plus 4050 plus 97 plus 50 plus 509 plus 589 minus 471 plus 538.50 plus 829. And then that last trade I just took 28.50. So I actually made 2,179, and I took 2 FTMO accounts, so times 2. I made about 4,358 this morning, which is not bad, for one day of trading. It's not bad at all. And I plan on doing this every day, guys. This isn't a one-day thing. Now that I've gotten this down, I'm going to keep doing this every single day. So if you guys keep showing up for these sessions, you can keep making money with me, because you guys are going to be taking the same trades I'm taking. So if you guys haven't already, do us a favor and like this stream, and then we can continue to do this every day live. But obviously, if you guys have the indicators, you guys can do this on your own. You don't have to wait for me to catch these scalps. You guys can catch the scalps on your own and make it like way more profits. Because looking at the profits here, these are all K2 members, right? Like you can see, these are US 30 positions, right? These are just from me. But look at G over here. This is from Spencer. He took his own trade because he has the indicators. Jazz over here, he calls the UK 100 trades. All these profits right here are on his own. Same with Mark, UK 100. I don't trade UK 100. So everyone in K2 makes their own profits. Trading these here. Like Mo over here, he took UK 100, GJ, EA. Like there's a ton of people here that are taking their own trades. So if you guys have the indicators, you can make way more profit just, doing it on your own. So let me see if there's anything else here before I continue. Let me just keep going down the list real quick. So I answered Medvest's question there. Deswell said 1,800 in profit on my challenge, still negative 900 all in all, but all in all a good day. Definitely, Deswell. I'm glad to hear. That's some great profit that you locked in. You're gonna climb yourself out of that hole like really, really quick. So no worries with that. Zephyr said, thanks, Shawn, no problem. Josh is saying the education I receive via K2 far exceeds the subscription cost. Exactly, Josh. And I'm here to help you guys around the clock. It's not like you guys sign up to K2 and I just disappear. Like I go live with you guys every single morning. So if you guys have any questions, I'm here to help you guys out. And then you guys will also have, access to one-on-one mentorship with me as well. So Hey, Roland. So Roland said, I lost my initial email, bro. How can I access the indicators? Roland, send me an email or message me on Telegram so I can see, let me see where you're at. Let me see. Roland Gilbert. Roland, so I pulled up your account. It looks like you only signed up for the signal. So you don't have access to the indicators, but if you want access to the indicators, you can always upgrade. You can just go to the website, k2trades.com, and then click on the strategies course right here to get the indicators. That way you can trade on your own. Yeah, I saw that you only signed up for the signal, so you only have access to the premium groups, but message me on Telegram so I can send you your unique links, because I pulled up your account and I have your links here. I just need I need you to message me so that I can send them over to you. So just send me a message on Telegram, and then I'll send you your links to the groups. But if you want the indicators, you'll need to sign up for the proper subscription here, where you'll have access to the indicators and the strategies, because they're totally different subscriptions. So let me see if there's anything else here. House leaders said, Sir Shawn changed lots of life, no doubt. Yeah, definitely house leaders. I'm glad to have you here. This is your first day here, so more profits to come. Just continue on with joining our sessions, and you can make some more profits here. Anthony said, if I sign up for the strategy and your indicators, do I have access to the signals real time as well? Yep, exactly. You'll have access to both because they're both included. Medvest said, yep, I just joined his premium signals channel yesterday. Definitely, Medvest. More profits to come. Flynn said, Shawn, why don't you start your own prop firm? Won't your liquidity provider be mad if we keep making money? I thought brokers want us to lose. LOL. Yeah, no, definitely. That's probably long-term goals, guys, because I've been doing FTMO for a while, and if they're not going to cut a deal with me, I'll probably just start my own prop firm, because I can literally just teach you guys how to trade, like all this stuff, and we'll just all make money together, right? So there's no need for us to have a middleman, because I can just fund you guys, and then we could all do the same strategy and make money, because that's gonna, that'll definitely be more beneficial for all of us. So that's probably later along the lines, guys. I love FTMO. I have nothing bad to say against FTMO. People talk shit about FTMO all the time, but guys, I get paid out every month. So the only people that don't like FTMO are people who can't pass. But obviously you can see here in K2, everyone is passing FTMO, right? If I search here for FTMO, we have so many people here who have passed FTMO. Like, it's not just me. Like, check out Paul over here. He's his second challenge right here. He already had his funded on the first one. If I just search FTMO here, there's a ton of people here that that are passing. Like Paul over here locked in his other FTMO. See, like everyone here, literally. John passing his FTMO. First he had FTMO, 2K to pass, and then he ended up passing. So yeah, like I mentioned, I have nothing bad to say against FTMO. They've been great to me. They've been paying me out on time every month. So it doesn't really affect me whether people like FTMO or not. But eventually I'll probably start my own prop firm and just teach you guys how to trade what I do every time. Let me see if there's anything else here as we continue. David said, Flynn, to be fair, we are not enough to make a dent in the FX market. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah, no problem, Roland. Harris Miller said, how many accounts have you blown when you used to trade? I mean, I still trade now. I never stopped trading, but in the beginning, I blew a couple of accounts. I blew a lot of accounts actually. So probably in like my first 3 years, I was never profitable. I just kept blowing accounts. So I deposit at least like 5-10K each time. And I probably lost like, actually not 5-10K. I probably deposited like 2 to 5K. So I probably lost a total of 10 to 20K trading. So I probably blew like maybe, I don't know, 5-10 accounts my first 3 years. And then from that point after, that's when I started to realize, what I was doing wrong. And I learned from it. And then from that point, I became very profitable. By my fourth and fifth year, I was like consistently profitable. And then my sixth year and up, I've been trading for 10 years now. For the past 4 years, I've been very profitable and consistent, because I was able to create my own strategies. I created my own indicators. This is all me, guys. Like I created this from scratch. So, that's what I've been sharing with you guys. And that's why I have this group with, K2, because when I first started trading, I had no mentor. I had no money to pay for a mentor, no money to pay for a course. So I learned everything on my own through like Google and YouTube. And thankfully I did that, because I was able to learn a lot of the bad stuff in trading and all the good stuff. So I was able to weigh the good and the bad. and create my own strategies. So that's pretty much my journey there. You know, I've been trading for 10 years, started with stocks and options, moved to Forex when I had to work a normal job. And then here I am trading full time. Let's see if there's anything else here. Flynn said, is there going to be a mentorship this afternoon or evening? I find it very educational and worthwhile. So Flynn, let me check my schedule. No, not today. So today I have a lot of admin work. There's a lot of stuff I have to do for K2 behind the scenes because I fell behind like this past month and past couple of weeks. So I've got a lot of admin work to do on my own end for K2. So there's no mentoring session scheduled for tonight. There's a mentoring session tomorrow though with Joey. So I don't know if Joey's in here, but I do have a mentoring session tomorrow. Okay, so I think that's about it. Let me see if there's anything else I need to analyze. So sorry, Mercer, but I know you wanted USD MXN. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same analysis as yesterday, but I'll pull it up again for you again. Right now, USD MXN. Yeah, so it's pretty much in the same area as we analyzed yesterday. So I'll just reanalyze it for you again. Mercer, I'm going to go from scratch, delete everything off the chart. Hide that, turn on the K2 SRs. And yeah, from this point, I'm going to go ahead and draw my zones on the chart for you guys. So you guys can see that I do the same thing for everything. I do the same thing for Forex. I do the same thing for major pairs, minor pairs, exotics, same thing for indices, Bitcoin. Like I do the same exact process for everything and it's very profitable. So if you guys learn my process, you guys can be profitable too. It's not that difficult. A lot of people like to make things a lot more difficult than it really is. But the K2 indicators pretty much do all the work for you. It takes out all the guesswork. So I take that off right there. We have some perfectly drawn zones right there. Very nice. So at this point, I'm going to turn on the K2 momentum indicator and looking at price right here. So we have a rejection off this point right here, obviously. There's a rejection off that area right there. Then we have a sell signal right here, which tested this structure, right? So rejection, sell signal, it tested the structure. At this point, price can either reject off it or it can break through it and continue down further. And then, from this point, it'll either continue in this direction or continue in this direction. So it just really depends on how you're trading at Merciba. But, obviously right here, this was a strong rejection off the zone right here, right? So very, very strong rejection off this point. And then this right here, so rejection off this point, it can either continue up or it can come back down. There's like too many scenarios here for USD MXN where I wouldn't want to take it because here, let me just give you the scenarios one by one. All right. So we have a rejection off this point. We have a sell signal right here and it closed below structure. It's already tested this structure right here. So what could happen first is it can reject off here and then it could possibly come back down, right? This is scenario number one, comes up, comes back down, and then drops further. That's best case scenario for number one. Scenario number two is it can reject off this point, provide a buy signal like it did right here, because this is the nice wick. So if it rejects off this point, closes above here and has a buy signal, odds are it can continue pushing up this direction, right? So that is scenario number two. Scenario number three is this can happen right here, and then it can come right back down, establishing like a triple top right here. Rejection, rejection. Yeah, 3 rejections right here at this top. So there's too many scenarios right here that can play out for USD MXN. So this is something that I wouldn't want to trade. Obviously, I like to trade when I have high probability. If there's like 2 scenarios or mostly one, like one that's definitely going to play out, then I would take the trade. For this right here, there's too many things that can go wrong. Like you can enter a buy position here and it can reject off this point and you get stopped out. You can enter a sell position right here. Like if you enter a sell position because you think it's going to come back down right here, it can easily keep pushing up and then stop you out in this direction. So it's not something that I would recommend trading right now. I would wait for some sort of confirmation, whether price closes in below here or if it shoots back up and closes above here. Because then once it breaks the structure, you can catch this right up in this direction. See, the last time it broke structure right here, you could have made about like 240 pips off this. So this is, this is pretty much what I see happening for USD MXN. But overall, I think it's just too risky to trade right now. So let me see what you mentioned over here. Merciba said, I was waiting for a rejection on the wick off the 4-hour to enter a sell. Not sure if I missed it yet unclear direction at this point. Yeah, exactly, Merce. But I would wait for it, wait for the confirmation below here or confirmation above here, then I would take it. But until then, there isn't really a good, there isn't a good bias right now for this specific position. So let me see what else we got over here as we continue. All right, so I'm done with that. Super Sam, I'm going to look at SPX real quick because I already analyzed that for you earlier. So I'm going to just look at it really quick. I'm not going to go into a deep analysis because I already analyzed it earlier. So for right here, I mentioned that if price was to break below the structure, then it'll continue down, right? I said there's two scenarios here. Price either breaks below the structure, it hasn't broke below it yet or closed. So there's no entry at this point, or I can reject off it like I mentioned right here. So I gave you two scenarios earlier this morning, and the second scenario is playing out right here. I said price will either close below here and then continue pushing down, or price will reject off this point and shoot up in this direction, right? So the second scenario is playing out right here. You just have to wait a bit for this to close out before you can confirm whether it's going to keep pushing up or if it's going to drop even further down. So there's still no entry here for SPX. I would wait for the confirmation for it to either come down here and close below the structure, or for it to reject back up here and close above here. So I take a buy up here, take a sell down here. All right, so that's it for the questions right now. Let me see the chat real quick. I'm going to go ahead and analyze the Forex pairs for any entries. So actually, let me do that real quick. I'm going to analyze the Forex pairs before I go through the chat. See if there's any entries here. All right, we have a sell bias, nothing there. Bullish move right here. I wish I called this trade right here. It would have been like nice TP off that. Odd JPY, it's too late to enter that trade. I held off on a lot of these trades because they were super iffy. I'm still mad at Odd USD yesterday for dumping right here because it's obviously going to push up, but whatever. Nothing there. Nothing there. Your odds looking good. On its way to TP2 right here, 50 pips. Euro CAD, no entry there. EG, there might be an entry right here actually. Let me see if there's anything else over here. No. So there's no entry because the sport's too close. It's right there. So no entry there for EG. It's just way too close. Yeah, 11 pips. Skip that. Euro JPY. I'll wait for this to come back down. Euro NZD. I guess this is still active, right? Oh yeah, sorry. Euro NZD position still active. That's a sell. Euro USD, no position there. GBP odd. There, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. So there's not really much opportunity available right now. GU's a possible entry for a buy. I can check real quick to see if there's no, it's at resistance. So no entry there. NZD CAD. Oh my gosh, look at NZD CAD. It was literally at full TP, and what happens? It drops right back down. I hate when that happens. It was only off by like 1 pip. Can you guys believe that? It's crazy. Freaking madness. Just give us our full TP. All right, so that's it for that one. NZD JPY. Not really. I mean, I'll watch it. Possible entry right here for NZD USD. I just don't like how the market's been moving, guys. I mean, you guys are familiar with how it's been moving, right? It's been like whipsawing back and forth. It's just not a good time for these like intraday trades. But I know there's a lot of people in the group that just want intraday trades. So, I'm not going to keep you guys in the dark. I'm going to give you guys trades if I see something, but it's not really necessarily a good trade to take. That could be a decent move right there. Let's mark that up right there. USD CAD, it's at a support. I'm not going to take that. Nothing there. Nothing there. And that's about it. So I have Odd USD marked up right here. If it closes above, I might not call it. We already got burnt with Odd USD this week, so I don't know if I want to take it again. GU, same here. All the USD pairs have been burning us because of the news this morning. They're having that issue with China. So unfortunately, it's screwing up our positions. NZD-JPY, I don't know if I want to take this because we have a sell for EJ. I don't want to go against our own position because they generally correlate. Odd JPY, Well, actually, EJ is a little different. It used to correlate with these pairs because see, RJPY is bullish, KJPY is bullish, GJ is bullish, NJ is bullish. These are usually like correlating pairs here, but Euro JPY is like complete opposite. This is actually going the other direction. So we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. Nothing there for GU. We wanted to close above here. We're probably not going to take it. And then NZD USD right here. I mean, if we wanted to take this here, if it closes above this structure, we could have a nice move for about 30 pips, but I don't think it's worth the risk, honestly. You know, I might just catch a red week for Forex. It doesn't really matter to me because I have a very green week for US 30. I'm not too worried about it. So, damn, look at this right here, man. We have a whole bunch of entries still available right here. So this could have been another scalp entry. There's 2 scalp entries right here that could have hit. Jeez, look at that. Bam, right there. And then another one right next to it. These are both scalp entries right here. Could have made some nice profit off that, but I'm not going to get greedy, guys. I think I'm done for the day for the most part. I'm gonna go enjoy my profits. So let's see what else we got over here. We got NZD USD, nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah, it looks like the Forex pairs are just kind of not really there right now. So let me go ahead and take a look at the questions real quick before we continue. Yeah, Christopher's asking what's the meaning behind K2. You guys want to see what's the meaning behind K2? Let me see if I can show you. So you guys want to know what's the meaning behind K2? It's these 2 right here, Kobe, Kai. It's my dogs. So this is Kai and this is Kobe. So obviously your favorite doggy brothers, K2 trades right there. So that's what the K2 stands for my 2 dogs. I mean, a lot of people think K2 stands for a lot of other things, but it stands for my dogs. That's about it. I just named the company after my dogs. So what happened was I got into a really bad car accident, like probably like 10 years ago. And then I wanted to do something to, or not 10 years ago, I was already trading. So probably like 6 years ago, like when I was already profitable, I wanted to create a fund for my dogs in case something happened to me. So I created K2 and all my trading profits pretty much go to my dogs. So that's what K2 stands for. Let's see, anything else here? Dwayne Levy is asking, hey, Shawn, do I have to wait the entire 90 days before I get fully funded, or can I pass both steps like in a month and get a real account? So yeah, Dwayne, you technically you can pass FTMO within 10 days, or you can pass the challenge in 10 days. You can pass the verification in 10 days and you'll be funded within 20 days. I've done that before. A lot of others have done that before too. It's simple. You know, you just have to pass the other requirements, pass the profit goal and trade for 10 days. It's super simple and you can get funded within 20 days minimum. So let's see if there's anything else here. Varun said, hey, what did I miss? Is US 30 still active? So it's still technically active right now, Varun, but I'm out of the trade. I hit full TP. We're not full TP. I hit TP for everything. And I hit full TP for a couple of scalps, but I'm out of the trade because I don't like holding trades this late into the market. You know how the market moves. It usually starts to reject or reverse during a certain period of time. So that's why I close out all my positions in profit. I'm up about, I think, close to 5,000 for 2 of my FTMO accounts, about like 2,500 each. Let me see if there's anything else over here before I continue on. Flynn said, will the news tomorrow stop us from scalping? Probably not. Probably not, Flynn. Yeah, no, it'll be fine because FOMC is at 11, right? It's only 9, bro. We made like all that profit before the news event. So Flynn, I'll probably be scalping tomorrow. I'm not going to stop. Let's see if there's anything else here as well. Varun said, okay, it's looking good. Should we hold? Yeah, you can hold, but I would move your stop loss and profit if that's the case, because, you know, like I mentioned, it's reaching this 1 hour support right here, which becomes a bit risky. Let's see, Harris mentioned NZD USD looks like a short. So let me pull up NZD USD. Not necessarily. Harris, do you have a chart or like an analysis you can show us? It looks bullish to me because, you know, so if I take these indicators off right here, like one confirmation is that it's still in an uptrend, right? So it's in an uptrend right here. So it looks bullish to me. So that's one confirmation. Confirmation number one is that it's bullish. Confirmation number two, I turn on the pivots. When price is above the pivots like this, it indicates a momentum swing upward. So like, see right here, a price swings up and then it pulls back and then it shoots all the way up and it keeps going like as a wave, right? Same situation right here. We have it come up, come back down and swing all the way back up. So that's how all these indicators kind of come into play. So that's confirmation number two. Confirmation number three is we have a bullish signal right here, right? So from this point over here, we have a rejection. There's a ton of confirmations that just indicate that this is going to be bullish. That's why I'm just curious to see like what it looks like. Why does it look like a sell to you? So like for right here, we have a rejection, bullish bias right there, breaking structure. And then it looks like it's going to keep pushing up further and further, right? So that's confirmation number three. I can kind of see why you think it's a sell because you probably see this as a rejection point right here, right? That's probably what you see right there. But I wouldn't necessarily consider that a sell just yet. I would consider it a sell if we have that rejection, it pushes down, and then we get a sell signal down here. So check this out over here. This is the same pattern right here, right? Rejection, sell signal down here, and then it drops. So this is when I would take it, when I have that full confirmation. I wouldn't take it for a sell just because we see a rejection here, because you can see right here, we have a rejection and then it comes down and it comes right back up. So I personally wouldn't really look at it for a sell just yet until you have like, another full confirmation. But if you have a chart that I can look at, then I can analyze it and then compare with mine. But other than that, it still looks like a buy to me long-term. All right, so let me see if there's anything else here. Medved said US 30 is boring at night. Yeah, exactly, because it's Asia session market's it's not technically closed, but there's no volatility. CT said, whatever happened to the wrap? Did you get that done down on Sunset? Yeah, I know exactly. So for the new people here, because we always talk about the wrap that I'm getting from my Tesla. It's actually at the shop right now. They're working on it. It should be done by next week or by the end of this week. It's a chrome wrap, so it takes a lot longer for them to do it because it's like one of the hardest wraps to put on a car. But for you guys here that are new and haven't seen, what I'm getting on my Tesla, I'm getting it wrapped in Profit Chrome Blue. So I'm getting it wrapped in this chrome blue right here. So my Tesla Model X is going to look like this. Probably by Friday, or if not by like the end of the week or early next week, because the chrome wrap is the hardest wrap to do. And the problem with the move or with the wrap CT is that I dropped the car off last Monday and everybody in the shop got COVID. So they had to shut down the shop, get it disinfected, get new workers in. And I finally dropped it off yesterday to get the work done. So it should be done by like next week, but I'm getting a lot of stuff done on it because I'm getting the chrome wrap. I'm also getting the chrome delete on the original chrome, and then I'm getting some powder coat on the wheels as well. So that's why I'm going to pretty much, it's going to take a long time for them to finish it. So let me see if there's anything else here as we continue. Chris said, me too, an accident 16 years ago. Wow. Okay. So left you paralyzed. That's crazy, bro. Good thing you're on here, bro. So you could make some money off trading, paralyzed or not. I mean, if you're able to stay on the computer, you should be great. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I got into a car accident and it was like a sign to me, bro. Cause like at that point I was like straight out of college, straight out of law school. I was like a lawyer. I was like so stressed out and I would just go party all the time. So that was kind of a wake up call for me. It was like, you got to get your shit together and start K2. So I started K2 and here we are. Let me see if there's anything else as we continue. Last time I said USD JPY sell on 4 hour with 15-minute entry. Let me see, look at UJ real quick. Yeah, I mean, there could technically be a sell right here for UJ. I personally would wait for it to close below this structure though, like below here. And then I would take a sell from here so that it can continue, this drop further down. Because it looks like it's establishing lower highs, right? I mean, obviously it's pretty clear here. So we have like like for one, it's in a downtrend. That's like one confirmation. Confirmation number two is we can turn on the pivots right here. It's, it's breaking down into a downtrend. And then, obviously it's establishing a high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then a continue drop down here. So I'd wait for this confirmation for it to close below here to confirm that lower drop, and then it'll probably, continue dropping from that point even further down. So I do agree with your call on that, Last Samurai. It looks good for the most part. City said, I hear that if you don't pass challenge, FTMO gives you another challenge as long as you don't fail the challenge. Is that true? So City, as long as you close your challenge and you don't fail any of the requirements and you're in positive equity. So say you do 100K count, right? And you close with 100K and 1 penny, or just 100K. You're not in the negative. You didn't fail any of the daily requirements. You didn't fail the max daily loss requirement. Then they'll give you a brand new account for free. So that is true, but there's certain requirements to that. Let's see. Flint said FOMC, fear of missing cash. Exactly, right? Matt said, me too. Had an accident 16 years ago, left and paralyzed. Sorry about that. Chris, now you got to be a millionaire through K2. God bless you. Yeah, definitely, Matt. Shit happens in life, guys, but, I'm glad you found K2, Chris, so you can start, profiting with us here daily. See if there's anything else here as well. Medvest, did you enter that NZD USD buy? I didn't. Let me see. So I didn't enter this buy right here because price needs to close above the structure. If it doesn't close above the structure, then it can easily reject down, like what we were discussing earlier. But for me personally, it can go either way. So like one thing right here is if price closes above the structure, like this right here, you can see that this I'll show you what happened before, right? So like, for example, right here, let me turn this on. You can see that this same pattern has already played out before, right? So this right here, we have a rejection off this point. So rejection off this structure, we have a buy signal right here. We have a break and close past structure right here. And what happened from that point? It pushed up to here, right? So same situation right here. We have the rejection from here. We have the buy signal right here. We have a breaking structure right here. And then what happens? It pushes up to this point right here, right? So it comes back, retest structure, comes back up above here. And if it closes above here, it's going to, it's basically going to play out the same pattern right here, breaking structure where it closes. And then it's probably going to continue up higher to this structure over here. So that's kind of what I see happening for NZD USD. But if it doesn't break and close past here, then it can do the complete opposite, right? So I just drew that for you right there. Opposite of that is it can reject off this point and come down. So there's two different scenarios that can play out here. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two is price can reject off this point. See how we get a rejection right here? If we get a sell signal and it closes below here, then it'll continue down further. So for example, right here, same pattern. Like if you guys look at the charts, the same patterns just repeat itself. Rejection, sell signal, and then it breaks in structure down here because we wait for it to break structure, right? As it breaks structure, it drops down even further. So there's a rejection, sell signal, test this structure. Retest over here, rejection, sell signal, break in structure, and then it pushes down from here all the way down here. So there's two different scenarios that can play out. I don't really like scenarios like this. I want to have a full confirmation. So I want to wait for it to either break and close above here, or for it to reject off here, provide a sell signal, and then close down here. Then we can take this scenario down here versus this scenario up here, right? So there's a ton of different ways that can play out. I just don't like taking trades that are iffy, right? I want to take a trade if I'm 100% sure it's going to go in that direction. But right now, I don't feel that way about NZD USD. Let's see if there's anything else over here as well. So last time I said I posted a buy on NZD USD on H4 yesterday, caught that move. See the, yeah, so if you call that, I can see this right here. So like basically right here, it's the same thing that I just mentioned earlier, right? It's the same pattern that just repeats itself. Using the K2 indicators, I have the rejection from this point. I have the buy signal right here. Generally, when this happens, we have a rejection, buy signal, it breaks structure. It tests the next structure right here. So once it breaks this structure again right here, then it pushes up to here as well, right? It just continues the pattern. It's like it breaks structure, sometimes it retests, and then it just continues pushing up. So until we have that confirmation, I wouldn't take this trade, but you guys can see exactly what I'm looking for here. Let me see if there's anything else as we continue. Yeah, so I mean, pretty much that there goes my analysis for NZD USD. I think that's about it, guys. So I'm looking at the charts right now. I think we might be done for the day, or at least for the US session, because I'm already out of my US 30. I'm not in that trade anymore. I'm going to count my profits in a little bit. But other than that, it looks like we're pretty much good. No entries here, no entry there. This could technically be an entry, but I'm still iffy about these USD pairs from like what happened the other day. I'm not trying to risk another loss off odd USD. So I'm probably going to skip this one. Other than that, I think that's about it. I don't see any other trades here. Euro odd is still pushing down for that full TP, or TP2 actually, until it reaches full TP. EJ is coming back down. EN's looking good. EU is pushing up. GA, GC, GCHF, GJ, GN. Yeah, no entries here, guys. I'm just waiting for this NZD Cad to hit full TP as well. But other than that, I think we're about done for the day, guys. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out on Telegram or email me. I have like 11 Telegrams here, a couple text messages. I don't even want to look at my email. Oh God. Okay. I have like 100 emails here to get through. So guys, I got a ton of work to do behind the scenes. So I'll be available online. So if you guys want to reach out to me, just send me a message. I'll message you back when I can. But until then, I got a ton of work to do, guys. So I'm going to log off for now. I'll catch you guys later, and maybe I'll go back online for some scalping later tonight, during Asia session. Other than that, thanks for showing up, guys. On your guys' way out, can you guys please go ahead and like this stream, and I'll keep going live for you guys every day. So other than that, more profits to come, and I'll catch you guys